Hi, guys.
Hello, and welcome to tonight's Ocalian Nights. We are doing an epic one-shot adventure, and before we get right into anything, we're going to give an introduction, because our players are going to have to do a little bit of thinking. This is different to them. You've been here before. It's been here, but in this place, it's never been so present. The faces, the mood, everything seems heavier, haunted. The weight of it is real. Fear, the word booms out of Markith's mouth. You feel it. You know it. It's why you're here. Beyond Markith on the jobs board, the red-lettered parchment hangs undisturbed and unclaimed. You can almost feel the relief of those in the room, knowing now they won't have to be the ones to claim it. Cowards. Markith continues. Seeing your faces seems appropriate. Yes, with this much dread, it's no surprise that in should walk. The next words are familiar to you. As familiar to you as the fear. They roll off his tongue with that all too familiar tone of respect and revulsion. And of course, fear. It's no surprise that now in walks the Monster Squad.
Yeah!
I would like you all to think about your characters. Keep your classes, your abilities, everything. But your character is now a monster in some way.
Oh, yeah, they already were.
Okay, if they already were, that's great. But I want y'all to take a few minutes as to what your character looks like, what kind of... They already have an ability, so you have an idea, but I want you to put a monstrous form into your brain. So we're going to think about that a little bit, and then we're going to do some brainstorming about what exactly the Monster Squad is once you all have an idea of it. Maybe your past and everything. Because this is an epic encounter. We are level 12. So the Monster Squad has been together for a little while. So we're going to do a little bit of thinking about that. So start getting those gears to turning. And I'm going to talk about tonight's epic encounter. Swamp of the Hydra. Ooh. Obviously, the Monster Squad is so good, they know what they're getting themselves into. But this is a one-shot encounter. This is pretty much one long piece of combat. Ergo, why we get to have a little fun making some characters. Put a little background into them. And then we're going to go to Ryan for our sponsors of tonight.
Yeah, and Epic Encounters, if you want to sponsor us, we'll do more of these.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be on our YouTube channel, Epic Encounters. I already tried to YouTube it already. There aren't that many.
So, I'm just going to go from... We're not going to do sponsors first. First, I'm going to talk about our patrons, because we got a bunch of new ones, which makes me happy. So, we're going to go in order of operations from the ones who got here first. We still have our always sponsor and first sponsor, Zixie.
Yay, Zixie!
Then we got my man, Ryan McDormand.
Thanks, buddy.
Sweet.
We got Nicholas Oscar. Nico, I swear to God, I'm going to break your knuckles if you do it again. Then we have Greg Wazowski.
And Darian Mosley Wazlowski.
I have too many names.
I know.
Then we got Charlie Abbott. And,
Oh!
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got
Thanks, buddy.
Carl Loper.
Loper!
And I want to give a special shout out to Carl, Mr. Loper, the Derpinator, because he threw not only a patron sponsor at us, but he also threw us $200 to improve and to purchase the new overlays that are going to come in a couple weeks.
Lights? Did he buy those lights?
So thank you guys. We really appreciate all the support, and your money's going to go to improving this place even further. Some more announcements before we go to the sponsors. This is going to be the last time we're filming in this studio, as we're moving to a newer, bigger one this week. So there's not going to be a session next week, but that means we're going to be preparing the new studio space. So
Very exciting.
yes.
Yay!
Wow, bigger,
Cool.
better,
Bigger,
faster.
better, faster.
I told you it was coming, and it's a coming. Next
Things
up,
are escalating rapidly.
they really are.
We growing, mama.
Then we'll go into our sponsors, which we have Leading Marketing Solutions.
Yay, Leading Marketing Solutions!
I can't wait for what comes next with them for what we're going to do. there should be a bunch of like new marketing stuff coming out for that, so that we can get some more people watching the show. We're gonna grow even bigger. It's gonna be fantastic in the next upcoming months. Then we've got Vibranium Comics, who are still sponsoring us, and they're sponsoring the giveaway, which I announced on the Loper video. David? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you guys want to be a part of that giveaway, it should be ending later this week when we do the drawing for it. Go check out the Loper video, because we love that guy, and it's a fun 10-minute video to watch. So go do that.
Yes.
Other than that, I think we're pretty good. We can go into the part where Ray is the DM and not this guy.
Oh my God, David's on the other side of the table, but we're going to start over here with Sully.
What am I gonna say?
You're going to introduce yourself to the masses? You're obviously not going to get into your character yet, because we don't know a whole lot about that, do we?
Alright, so just introduce Sully.
Just introduce Sully.
Well, Sully is I work at the CEP. I'm the Director of Video Communications. And I just moved down here 2 months ago and found some of my best friends playing D&D.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe Reichel.
Thank you, Joe.
Truly, actually, for setting me up with lots of friends, including these guys.
Darian Mosley, Wesolowski.
That's too many names. I have a lot of names, okay? So my name's Darian, and in real life, I am a certified veterinary nurse. And I am married to the guy who's DMing tonight, so he kind of allowed me to be part of his D&D world, and so it just, the plot thickens.
Totally unfair advantage.
Nepotism! But then again, maybe I'm going to take things out on her. Who knows?
Sure.
Typically.
One of the Wine Witches' special guests tonight.
Hi, my name is Nicole. I am one half of Wine with Witches, the podcast. Me and my partner Megan talk about, you guessed it, wine and our witchcraft practices. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff or ever want to think about learning about it, you can listen to us on Spotify or anywhere that podcasts are broadcast. We are sponsored and hosted by the Keep Downtown in Ocala as well. One of all of our favorite local spots. So kind of repping them, and you can see me there pretty much every weekend, causing chaos and debauchery, just like I will tonight. So
Yeah!
Nice. It's good to have you.
Ryan Mace,
Oh, we're going
executive
to me?
producer extraordinaire.
Yeah,
we have
hi
no
guys.
idea who you are.
I'm Ryan Mace. I'm the executive producer and the guy who put all this together and is definitely not overworking himself.
Hustle life.
I'm totally fine, I promise.
Yes. I have not been going to sleep at 12 and waking up at 4 in the morning every single day for the past 3 months.
No.
You only need 4 hours anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's not that bad.
And making a special appearance on the other side of the Dungeon Master screen, it's David Lugo.
Hi guys, I'm David Lugo. I am part owner of Leading Marketing Solutions, and I'm really excited to be playing today as a player. I have not played as a player in months, so I hope I do everything right, and you guys have fun watching us. Sorry, Sully. Did you notice you waved just as long as I did?
I was just sitting here thinking, wow, like David's being such a like goofy little idiot over there. Meanwhile,
You rewatched?
are you serious?
You waved during your entire introduction.
I thought that was a bit for you. I truly
And we're off the rails already.
Not
didn't
even
even
into
know.
the first line of dialogue.
Can't wait for you to re-see.
My name is Greg Wesolowski. I'll be your dungeon master, your jungle skipper, and quite possibly your swimming instructor tonight.
I can't swim. Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
As he thinks about his plate armor.
I hope you're rolling
And I'm
good
sinking.
tonight then. All right. Since this is David's first time on the other side of the screen,
Yes.
tell me about what class are you playing?
I am playing a paladin, and then graduates to the darker side of warlock.
Are we in the darker side of warlock already?
We are in the darker side of warlock.
Make it a
already.
monster for me. What does this character look like?
I feel like he is very Kraken-esque, with maybe some spiked circly teeth coming out.
Like
Um,
like this?
almost like a circle, and then they kind of just poke out, and there's a little bit of like red and black gusts of smoke and fire that come out occasionally. And I feel like his attacking arm is very grotesque and almost tentacle-y.
Tentacle-y?
Yes.
Like jelly tentacle-y, or like this, like, what kind of weapon do you use?
So I wield a great sword, but with this monster kind of take on the character. I wonder if I'll just take the attributes of the great sword and use that big tentacly arm.
So it's just like hardened. So it's
I think so.
Yeah, like dripping water, like that kind. So like it's kind of normal, but then once it's like clobbering time, it just like and like becomes like a big like size thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, God,
and I think in the cases where I smite, you might see crustacean of like a coral reef kind of pop over it as it cracks and then kind of explodes onto the whatever I hit with that smite. So where it would normally be that divine energy, this is like crickety.
So this is, you're almost pulling from like the deep old gods, or like that kind of feel.
Yes. Davy Jones.
Like Davy Jones. Do you have any like tentacly bits, or is it just like a kraken-y type of mouth?
So I feel like I still have a kind of hooded chainmail. And then what you just see is a large maw of just jagged teeth. And
but you have this like inner flame which might pop up every once in a while. I like it. What is your character's name?
My character's name is Ave Porchoice.
Ave Porchoice?
Porchoice.
Porchoice.
Porchoice. Oh, that's so good. How many hit points does your character have?
115.
Oh.
It's like just enough dice to wreck your life.
I've never heard that rhyme before.
Is it raining right now over there?
And what is your armor class?
My armor class, when I am holding a shield, which will not be when I'm using that great sword attack, puts me at a 20. When I am not holding, I am at a 19. Still not good enough.
This is gonna last 15 minutes.
You guys
Whoever
have been
dies
asking for,
first
you
has
guys
to
have been
buy
asking
pizza.
for shorter content.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up in about an hour.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is it okay if I go?
Yeah, go ahead. You.
Of course.
Darren just got off of work,
I
so.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna excuse me.
Everybody thank Darren for saving the animals and the creatures and all the
I
little
saved
things.
all the animals.
Thank you, Darian.
I'm
You're the
just-
best.
Today I just saved cats, though. I was like,
Okay.
Okay,
Don't
but
worry.
cats matter.
I'm
Worst case, I'll play you in.
you'll play me in.
Yeah, we can play you in. Sully, do you need a few minutes?
And
No,
just
I
every
think
time
I got
she
it,
goes,
yeah.
she just hi.
Oh gosh. Now I'm like feeling like I need to sit on my hand or something. I completely didn't even know.
If it makes you feel any better, I didn't notice. I thought David was the weirdo. I was like, what is happening
I
here?
also thought David was the No, I love it. I totally. That's so good. I feel okay. So I'm playing. I can't take credit for this excellent name because Ryan actually emailed me this character. He made it. Her name is Breezy Silent Wind.
Oh my God, that's
Which-
so good.
which tickles my funny bone. And as a monster kind of form, she's an air ganassi, so kind of playing off of that idea, I kind of see her as maybe being like a ghost sort of form, very spectral, kind of like I watch a lot of Japanese horror video games, you know, where it's like kind of dripping but like flying, like the hair,
Yeah.
everything is like kind of trailing off
like
into
that.
swirls and like
Oh.
rags kind of floating around and
Yeah.
very like empty glowing eyes kind of.
Oh, so okay, very like ethereal.
Yes.
And it's a rogue, and she's a rogue.
She's a
Hold
rogue.
on, 1 second. Let me get back to David. Do you have any magic items?
I do have magic items.
Okay. Would you care to give me some flavor behind either one of those magic items?
Sure.
Flavor.
Let Let me get over so I know what I'm reading to you.
Let me know what I'm dealing with as well.
Yeah. So we have a +2 greatsword.
Mhm.
So that's something you'll be getting hit with occasionally.
So we know that's your... Okay,
Correct. And then I had chosen the Ring of Evasion.
Mm-hmm.
And that simply just allows me 3 uses a day to auto save on a saving throw.
Got it.
Auto succeed on a saving throw.
What does it look like?
I feel like that. So in most the cases where I think I will fail is in dexterity checks, and I imagine that.
Are you wearing plate?
I am wearing it, which I now imagine as big old thick coral reef.
Yeah,
and
like almost shell-like.
100%. If you'd allow it, I think there'd be really cool to have like crabs crawling out and occasionally have snakes or eels kind of whirling around.
I love it. I feel like an eel just like pops out every once in a while.
Absolutely. I love that. And I imagine that when I choose to use this, the dexterity check, I go mostly water and then kind of recreate, or I harden the shell around me.
We'll do that on but like the ring itself, is it just like, or is it like part of it, or is it like a treasure on you?
Ooh, treasure on me. I think that would be super cool.
That's good.
Like crusted over.
Like crusted over treasure on you. Like almost like a little treasure box. Like,
yes.
I love it. Breezy is like eyeballing it all the time. Breezy, so like what kind of armor? So like you're just like an ethereal, like are you like what are your colors? Like white and blue?
I would kind of picture, like she's see-through a little bit. I would picture maybe like a kind of dull bluish sort of glow, kind of sickly.
But like no eyes, or just like...
I kind of picture just like kind of like light pouring through the eyes, like eerie, kind of dim, like as if coming through a fog, you know?
Oh, yeah. And you like kind of like when you're kind of like become transparent and not, you're kind of coming and going depending on your moves, or you
she's
just
very drained of color.
Do you actually ever stand, or are you always just kind of like floating? Like
I feel like she's just barely floating off the ground.
Got it.
Like in that,
like almost in a way, like her, like when she comes in and out, like her feet, like are the bottom ones, so you can't really tell there.
I feel like she was probably like a knight or a general or something, because she has 2 rapiers that she wields. I think maybe she drowned, kind of like why it's all wet and everything's.
Oh, we're getting into a little water theme. Hold that thought, you two.
I love it.
Oh, hold that thought. We'll see how you all know each other here in just a few minutes. Okay, Ryan Mace.
Okay, so my character's name is Giannis, or Yanis. His last name is also Boy Choice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Right. Breezy, what was your AC and hit points?
My AC, it's technically 18, but with a feat in the weapon setup, it'll always be 19. And then hit points was 84.
84. Take a dice away from that one. All right, Ryan, what was your Giannis? Giannis.
And his last name is Boy Choice.
What choice?
Poor choice.
Poor choice. Oh!
We got some brothers over here.
We brothers.
You've made a grave mistake.
Davy and Danny Jones.
Go on, Giannis, and what is your appearance?
So, if he's monstrous, I'm assuming his hair has changed to a kind of hot pink, and his large mustache just kind of moves on its own without him controlling it, because he's got some like fey corruption that's kind of seeped into him over time.
What is his class?
He is a archfey warlock.
Archfey warlock. Oh boy. Okay.
And he definitely. I think when people look at him, they're kind of like they have to do like multiple takes, because maybe his like appearance shifts repeatedly. So you're not really sure what he looks like, but that mustache is always just a constant.
It's always just doing this. And like, is he wearing robes?
No,
or?
He's wearing some pretty decently thick studded leather armor.
Studded leather armor.
Yes.
Okay.
That is it should be a +1. Yes.
So this special studded leather armor, give me some characteristics of it.
Well, I think it's probably like almost a like a bioluminescent. Like maybe some of the spores or flowers have just kind of like rubbed off from the Fae and just started coating it. Almost almost like a shitty fairy fire, but of like multiple colors.
But like kind of dark and corrupted, or you're just it's all crazy face stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy face stuff.
As a fan of the Fae himself,
You get it.
Cricket Whittler,
Yeah.
I freaking love it.
I am 100% on your side. Matter of fact.
Then his other items are he's got a vicious longbow, which I think of as like maybe like a trickster god made it for him, and it's made out of maybe like some like very pale wood. Actually, I think it's like a weird color. And then his other item is the boots of the elven kind, which I think is like Fae boots as well. They make him a little silent when he moves.
Ah, the opposite of your brother, let's say.
Yes.
So your drowned brother, what could that mean there? Or you're resurrected by a deep god. Was it a deep Fae god? How was the drowned Breezy get involved?
I think he might have gotten tricked and pushed into the water, so he could drown.
Hey, you see something shiny down there?
I see Giannis as a trickster.
Yeah, I was full paladin until he pushed
Until he pushed you into the
then-
water?
yeah.
As I sunk, I had to make the deal.
Uh-huh.
This is what happened, I'm sure.
It's like, hey brother, look what's down there.
So
I am such a paladin that I didn't take the deal. And I sunk to the bottom and drowned. And then in my afterlife, at some point, years later, I take the deal, which is why I'm crusted in coral reef and have shit living inside of me.
Oh, that's why the treasure box is the deal.
Yeah.
So what is your relationship to your brother then? Are you like kind of
I am Oath of Vengeance.
Wait, did you pick that before this?
But
There's a monster to fight here, but it's not the monster.
Right,
But
it
it's
is-
not
there's,
about-
there's layers.
now
to
the
it.
question is, are you waiting for the perfect time to take your vengeance? Or are you taking your vengeance by haunting him?
Man, This
This
is
is
a very.
really
I
annoying.
think this is definitely something to explore.
Okay.
Because in my backstory is all of the things that I rolled happen to be family is most important. I will do anything for family.
This man's about to TPK. Forget the monster. We're fucking screwed.
Well, so we're just gonna roll dice against each other tonight. That's gonna be
Maybe
the
it is
whole.
girls versus boys tonight.
Wow.
So fun.
Oh
So let's just say you two have a big of an adversarial relationship.
Oh, I thought we were like tight.
That we were until
Oh, we
pushed
were.
me.
And
See?
then you missed us.
I still feel like I'd be brotherly.
Yeah,
towards
me
you.
too.
I don't think anything
Like
was wrong
you'd
with
be
that.
brotherly.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
you're like, Grayson, what's up?
Okay, all right. So what if? I mean, I know we just built this backstory. What if you swam to the bottom and pulled my dead body out, and then forced me to take the deal that made me a warlock? And now I'm like, I don't know.
Hey, now we're brothers in two ways.
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe we'll
We're gonna
get back to the Monster Squad again one day. Kids. All right.
Now that this is so in depth.
That just-
Epic encounters.
It just got
Sponsor
deep.
us.
Epic
More.
encounters.
Somehow the one shot turned into another one shot.
Yes, it did indeed.
We just have a mini series on the side where it's like these same
you-
guys.
Oh, thank
What?
God. Oh, wow.
Excellent.
Hi, everybody.
I'm so happy.
I'm Giggles. Ready for a laugh?
I'm so happy.
I don't want to be.
Giggles?
I want to change seats.
What are you doing here?
I heard you needed a fighter.
You're a fighter. Yeah? What do you use to fight?
My giggle stick.
My Giggles did.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I used to work at the circus. People would throw darts, and they would win big, fluffy animals. I wasn't tall enough to reach them down, so I got a stick, and I put a hook in the end. I would get the toys down for them. I still have my stick. Can I have a toy?
Oh,
It's its face.
She
What's-
skinned it! Oh my
I
god!
love that for you.
Did you say I love that for you?
What's
Sully,
its name?
You look so uncomfortable.
My friend?
Yeah. Does it have a name?
It had a name.
I love this.
Is it Bear Brain?
Bear Brain?
Isn't it a bear?
His name's Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Fuzzy Lumpkin.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a baby.
Oh man.
And last but not
I
least.
can't talk this. I got Jack.
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. Giannis.
Giannis. Yeah.
Armor class and hit points, please.
Armor class is 16. Hit points are 120.
Everybody has a lot of hit points.
I have a +5 in con.
Good. We have a lot of Hydra to take on. Giggles. How many hit points do you have?
100.
And what's your armor class?
17.
17. Dexterity fighter?
I'm a fighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a dexterity.
Yeah.
Obviously.
She's very dexterous.
I use my stick.
Giggles,
Is Giggles
too.
actually a monster or just like psycho?
My parents said I was a monster.
That's
That's
pretty
why they
rude.
let
You don't
me at the
ask-
circus.
That's pretty rude.
Maybe
You don't just
instead of
ask them
fighting the
that.
Hydra, we could take Giggles to therapy.
Maybe fighting the Hydra is therapy for Giggles.
Also,
And not to put you on the
Screen says
spot, guest table friend.
Well, if there's Giggles, there's got to be Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yes.
I had to sorry.
I saw this earlier the day. I'm like, you're sitting next to Darian.
You have to, right?
Okay.
So, Bubbles is a life cleric that formerly was a hill dwarf, but came across some very unfortunate pillaging from a goblin army that put a curse on her. And they kept her alive, and they said, no, but you're a goblin now. So she is now leading a double life as a goblin, trying to live her good old cleric life, really just kind of outcasted by everyone and everything because of it. So
What was her cleric god before?
her cleric god is Baronar True Silver. So that's a pretty big female dwarven god.
So has her god still accepted her? In
Her god has still accepted her with her pact. It's really just been her community that's completely outcasted her, which has kind of in turn created her own kind of little monster internally to deal with.
But she
on top
was
of
found
being
by-
exterior.
The monster squad.
Yes. She is found in
So
Monster
does she
Squad.
have any kind of special magic items, shields, weapons? What does she use?
Yeah, so she's got a ring of poison resistance and a ring of water walking. She's got her holy symbol, of course, and a mace.
What is her holy symbol?
Her holy symbol is kind of like this oak with vine wrapping around it. And so it's on her shield that she carries. So she's
Has
got
it been
that, and then
twisted
she's
at all
got-
since her transformation, or is it still like her connection to her god?
What's funny is like the actual armor that she's wearing. What I'm envisioning is like it's almost been its own like corrupted and tainted over time. Like it feels like it's almost like gone rusted. Is the best way to describe it. Like it's
almost
all-
kind of plague doctor-y, kind of.
Yeah, like it's
so
just
are
this-
you like a black goblin, green goblin, blue
Real
goblin?
dark green,
Real dark green eyes.
Yeah, I still blue. Her character.
Have you ever encountered a derp in your time? Has any goblin in your encounters attempted to sell you a candle?
Or bum a cigarette.
all of the above.
All of the
She
above.
knows dirt.
All of the above.
I feel like every goblin in this world knows at least one derp.
They would have to. There's just
I,
too
as a
many.
person, know derps, but that's beside the point.
Oh.
Yeah, lots of. She's trying to cover it up and make herself feel like comfortable in her own skin still by trying to do like a lot of like jewelry. So you see her ears are really like 7 layers pierced.
I
She's
love
definitely not comfortable in her skin yet, but she's trying.
Yeah, Yeah.
I love it. And then her mace is... What does that look like?
It kind of, it's funny because with her like size and stature now, she had the mace beforehand, so it almost looks like carnival levels of ridiculous next to her, but she still figured out how to like wield it. I feel like you're probably a fan of seeing a goblin with just a big old
Oh, I
clobbering.
love it.
Yeah, big old clobbering.
All right, now, how does the Monster Squad know each other? Do you come together, and by that I mean, do you come together like, so there's this, so Markith is just like, it's a bad situation, there's a lot of fear in the air, and of course you all walk in. Do you all kind of roll together, do you think? Or do you all like always somehow end up feeling like a calling to this place? Obviously you two are together.
Yes.
Are you, Breezy, oh I'm sorry, and Bubbles, armor class and hit points?
Hit points 123, armor class 17.
Ooh, you guys might be able to take a hit or two. So, you two are together. Breezy, you obviously have some type of watery background about you. How are you... Or, first and foremost, how do you all roll together? Do you all just, like, meet up, do you think? Or are you guys like a squad that rolls?
I think we're probably a squad of sickos.
I like being a squad.
I was gonna say I would lean more towards that too.
Okay.
I feel like Breezy, you would have probably been one that, like, especially in my goblin form, I don't know, I would have found you more comforting, like, as a spirit. Like, we would have somehow happened upon each other, and I would have been like, oh, she can see through me. She can see through the exterior.
Metaphors.
Got
I
it.
love that.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm super down with that.
All right, so you all roll together and felt something calling you to this. To the Reddick Adventurers Guild. You've probably dealt with Markith before in the past, and as we found out in our flavor opening, you've never quite felt it like this before in the guild. So you're in the Adventurers Guild, and Markith gives you, what he believes is a Hydra, because there in front of Markith, strapped to almost like a wheelchair thing, is a wizard. Robes. But it's very gaunt expression. And he's passed out asleep. Markith explains to you that this wizard was one of 5 wizards in a town not far away. It's a town close to Reddick.
We have Bellevue, which is not too far.
I guess we can give a purpose to Bellevue. It's normally such a pointless. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Not Bellevue. They got that good joint that's... Where's the Mediterranean
It is a swamp
place?
of a place, isn't
It is a swamp of a place. I need something a little... I need
Um,
something a little swamp.
Sorry to any of the
Bellevue.
audience members living in Bellevue.
Yeah,
Crystal River is not very far.
Yeah. We're going to say, like, in that area, kind of near, like, Crystal River. But the primary concern of this town is this town was a small village, almost with, like, a wizard's tower, and it was a place of learning.
Perfect.
And Markith points over to the fireplace, and you see a group of adventurers. You can tell they're probably a little green behind the ears. Like, they might have been on an adventure, too, but they look very... They look very, they look despondent. You see 3 of them there. But do you get the impression, that normally parties run in a bit more than that? Markith kind of looks at you and says, they're the ones that found this one. I'd leave them be. What they've seen, even they're having a hard time describing. Maybe one day the Ocalian Knights will meet that party. And what they found in this town. But all Markith knows is that this wizard is having dreams and nightmares. And it's quite obvious that these wizards have given birth to some kind of Hydra. And it's obvious that the swamp and the water is being corrupted.
Does it have something to do with the very corrupt politician who's a magistrate?
We don't know. Is this just the beginning?
I'm getting some insight from some people who are in that town right now.
Well, maybe some of these people can join our adventure one day. And they might be the despondent party that saw some really bad things that went down in this city. But You have a wizard strapped to a chair, and Markith says he'll guide you to wherever this disturbance is. But I'm going to warn you. He wakes up and says some unsettling things. And like just as he says that, he looks at him, and the guy goes, and falls back asleep. You kind of notice his eyes are rolled up in his head, and almost roll me a perception check, everybody.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Every time.
10?
16.
Natural 1.
Oh.
An 11.
And 11. Natural 1. You were staring off at the treasure on your brother's shoulder. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Or actually, give me perception first.
Sure. An 18.
You definitely notice your brother becoming a little obsessed with the treasure on your arm as he uncomfortably does. How would you care to react?
And then I want to, if possible, I want to walk over to the wizard and give him 5 hit points as I lay my hand, the tentacle across him.
Okay. 5 hit points? You're casting,
Or- Yeah, I would lay on hands.
Okay.
And get rid of 5 of my pool of 35.
I hope it like squirms around and just sloshes all over his face.
Awake.
Leaves like little suckers.
It's okay now.
As before this happens, Bubbles, you notice, like, as, like, he came over this, you saw, like, some kind of, like, under his skin, like, black tendrils start to, like, reach up out of his, around his neck. Give me a Knowledge Arcana check.
Is it like under the skin or is it like coming out of the
It's
skin?
under the skin.
Okay. Oh, natural 2.
You definitely
Yeah.
can't quite identify the origin of, like, what this type of magic would be, but it seems to, like, bubble up as he goes over and, like, awakens a little bit and go under. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, sir.
Constitution saving throw looks like, sorry, that's a 9. We are looking at an 18.
18. You just feel darkness inside of you as you slap it, as you, like, your tentacle goes over him, and you notice these same veins that she didn't see before. They start to go over you, and they, like, almost start to go up a little bit, and you pull your tentacle back, but, like, you just feel this darkness overwhelm you. Roll me Knowledge Arcane. Wait, how did you do that?
I am looking at a 13.
13. You, like, kind of look back at everybody. Hydra. But you kind of get, but, like, at the same time, like, something is a little unsettling to you. Like, maybe you've dealt with Hydras before, you, like, know these kind of creatures, but this is a little darker even for you in your dark ways, and you can set the expectation for everybody. But that's kind of the impression you get, and the wizard is, like, back in its coma.
So are we looking for insight from this wizard essentially to give us some details on what he's encountered?
I think that's kind of the, yeah.
If we can get him to wake up.
That would be awesome.
Wait, wake him up? Hold on, I might have
I was gonna say I think I might have something, but I just don't know if I want to waste it on him.
I got it. I cast Mage
Yeah, I
Hand.
know, right?
Is that awful? Like I don't want to.
Slap him
Yeah.
across the
I
face.
slap him with the Mage Hand.
Give me a strength check. Or Mage Hand is like Arcana, so, like, let's see.
Can
Let's
I do it
see.
with my spellcasting modifier?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Hit me with your best shot.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You slap him across the face, and teeth explode, and black Vicar explodes
I in character.
out of his mouth, and, like, kind of, like, hits the table a little ways away. You ruin the Bloody Mary bar.
Oh, way to go!
What is
I
wrong
beat the
with
devil out of him. What do you mean?
I don't think you beat it.
So
I
just
think
you kind of, like, beat him
dentures
out.
out of
You,
him.
like, blood, just like this dark black ichor goes exploding out of his face, and, like, his teeth fall out, and just his head falls down on his chest, and Like almost an unnatural amount of this back viscous fluid starts to like fall out of his mouth.
Daddy?
Oh.
He looks at you, and his eyes open. And throws up all over you this back viscous fluid. I need you to roll me. We're gonna go with Constitution still.
I think Breezy quietly chuckles, like, kind of stifles a laugh. Just like,
11.
You definitely swallow.
Sully's face. It's good.
I just realized we have.
It tastes like the fried Twinkie food.
Oh, you put the chat up. Oh, that's
Hey,
Sorry, I
that's
didn't mean to distract. I thought that's what you referred to. I just noticed
Oh,
the
there's a
chat.
chat.
I know.
There's
I
a
was
chat.
kind of.
hey, hi
I was
chat.
kind of enamored for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Just like,
As he finishes puking this over, he just kind of slumps over in his chair, like, and you just hear black dripping fluid on the ground.
Markith, is there any information you can give to us? We are ready.
yeah,
Get
what my
this.
brother said.
Get this abomination out of my hall.
I don't have disintegrate. I'm sorry.
Later, brother, later.
Okay. Okay.
Get yourselves out of here too. Do good work for me, but you're making everybody a little uncomfortable.
It's because they're all pussies, and they couldn't do what we do. I'm looking at you guys.
Out.
I'm looking at yous over this.
Yeah, I made hand grab it behind me.
Yes. Before we leave, I want to drop a small bag of coins over on the cricket Bloody Mary.
The Bloody Mary bar
Yeah.
for your troubles.
Yeah.
All right.
As he drops one of his like sack of coins, I'm just gonna take one real quick and just try to swipe it.
Perception. Stealth check.
Can I auto fail?
Your stealth versus his perception.
16 plus 2, so 18.
18?
And an 11 on my perception.
You do not notice her.
Perfect.
Anybody else care to Breezy Rogue? You gonna try to get one of those coins too, or?
I don't need his money.
Okay. So the thing is, this chair that they have him strapped into pretty much just looks like a wheelchair, and it's got like leather restraints on it that he's like tied into, and like it's like one of those like think like one of those old like wooden kind of ones, just like very medieval looking, and they've got him tied and strapped to it. So you all are gonna have to push this.
Oh,
Is that what you
I let the
remember?
mage hand do it, but I make sure that it
Basically,
shakes
yeah,
it a lot,
makes
so it's
sense.
an uncomfortable ride the entire time. And I giggle about it the entire time too.
It's definitely more than 10 pounds.
But it's on wheels.
Yeah, but even still, it's more than 10 pounds.
He still weighs more. Even
I
if he's
mean,
on wheels.
So someone's gonna need to push this thing, or at least like give an assist to the mage hand.
I'm happy to cart him along.
I still
That's
try
good,
to
because
shake
I'm
it.
just gonna float right past that. That's not for me.
So I take the mounting spot behind and
Just
we
kind
can
of.
wheel
All right.
around.
Markith like points you in the direction of where you're going. From what you, as he tells you, he was going to start to draw you a map. But from your connection, when you like slimed his face, you were like, you definitely know where you're heading out to.
Remember, brother, we gotta go down the stairs to leave.
We do have to go down the steps.
As you're walking, do you like start losing pieces of coral, especially like going down the stairs and
Oh,
stuff?
I love that.
Is there a sloshing
Little
noise?
squishy
Yeah,
pebbles.
does it sound like ocean water?
Very
Some
briny. in the
janitor
air.
Yeah.
comes up behind you and puts up a wet floor.
On closer look, it's Cremoisy.
This is absurd.
Awesome.
Wet floor is unacceptable.
Give me kind of like a marching order of like where you think you'll be. Like if you're like pushing him in the chair. So you're gonna have like from where you are now, you're looking at like a good like night's walk.
Sure.
And then you figure you're going like deep into a swampy area.
So are we bringing him with us?
Yes.
He's gonna help us figure out how to take it down, I believe.
Did we get that information from him?
No, he's unable to. But I think
Then why?
that's what Marquette
What's your
said.
feeling like? Because you had like the most direct contact. I mean, I got covered in his
sure.
slime, but it gave me no.
Can I get an insight into,
No,
into
Roll me-
anything additional
what do you,
about him? So what I would like to know is what role might he play in us bringing him with us? And I know Marquette kind of explained that may be his purpose, is to take us there. And
Do you want to slime his brain again? How do you like? You felt like somehow when like you tried to revive him, you felt like some
Sure.
kind of connection, and you're not sure how that happened.
Sure.
Because normally that's something that probably happens whenever you lay hands and you cure wounds to people. So if you'd like try to attempt to connect with him again, like, because you're gonna be. It's going to take you at least a night, so you're going to have like a night's
Sure.
sleep. So you're going to be like trucking on down the road. I will even give y'all a special form of transportation that the Monster Squad rolls on. How does the Monster Squad get around?
The Monster Mobile.
What does the Monster Mobile look like?
I don't care. It just has to be named the Monster Mobile.
It's a hearse.
I feel like it's a
Big
carriage
one.
pulled by wargs.
Wargs, like big wolf things.
But I see like a jail carriage, like
Oh, yeah, like metal
it's-
bar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
metal bars and like a lock.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
but from the outside,
Sure, yeah.
and then we have to have the road picket every morning.
Yeah, none of us have to.
So it's a
Oh,
warg.
did you lose the keys? Damn it!
So like a big jail thing, or like an ornate hearse with bars? What do we?
I like ornate.
like-
Like,
I
what,
like
if we could have like a carriage, but make it into a more hearse-looking item, maybe a longer back to it than what it typically would have for a
But
carriage.
bars for windows.
Correct.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff?
got like
Correct.
some ribbing kind of on it
Yeah.
for like that jail effect.
And it's being pulled by two gigantic wolves.
Yes. Nasty looking wargs.
Nasty looking.
Yeah,
Like
one of them's
diseased
missing an
nasty
eye.
looking, or just mean looking.
Mean, like they're very scarred. They've seen better days, but they're still.
I kind of see like you remember in Willow, the big dog things that they sent out. They kind of had the rat tail,
Definitely.
something like that, and just mean like dripping everything. I kind of picture two like lamps up on the top of it.
Sure.
What color are they?
purple.
Purple.
Legit was thinking purple.
Purple. All right.
I
Yeah.
like purple.
Like
Purple arcane mag, like arcane fire,
Like glowing
there's
arcane
clearly
fire?
no source of
is there? Are you all like? Is there a driver's seat and then like a carriage? And if so,
Yeah, we
who's
got
driving?
Wilson. Wilson's our caddy, and he's a cripple. He's only got one arm and no legs, so he just sits up there. That's his only purpose, is to hold the reins.
You've
With
had
one
that
hand.
sitting in your back
Yeah.
pocket before any of this happened. Like,
That
you
came
were-
out a little too
You've
naturally,
been
kid.
waiting for this moment.
Is he the third brother? We won't worry about what Wilson, but I'm assuming Wilson is like half dead.
Oh, he is
Oh,
fucked.
God.
Okay.
He wishes he was dead, but he's just kept alive so that he can drive us around.
God.
Wilson.
Miserable existence.
Oh, Wilson. Oh, Wilson.
Can he be a zombie so that it's not that I don't feel that bad?
We'll get into Wilson a
I wouldn't
little
feel
more
bad
in the
at all.
long run, but we'll just say
Zombie,
Wilson
how
is
does
your.
How does he defecate? Like, I've got questions. There's
Selly,
logistics
we
behind
need a
this.
10-page backstory on Wilson
Don't tempt her.
by
She
January
will.
1st, okay? All right. So, Wilson, so you all.
He has a his marriage is really important to him.
He's actually a real good dude. He's like
Yeah.
Stu.
Money's a little bit tight. There's a rough patch, but he and
But he's
Samantha
trying.
are really they're
Look,
soulmates.
There's not many people who hire disabled caddy drivers.
They're trying to have kids. They've been struggling for a couple of years.
Oh man, I'm really feeling bad for this guy. Well, no wonder they're struggling.
He's trying to afford a regeneration scroll at the moment.
He's well compensated for his time. We'll give Wilson that. He's better paid than an Uber driver. He's a part of the taxis union.
Samantha
he
was from like
paid
an
his
upper
dues.
crust family, and now like totally is separated from her parents, who are super
This guy's got more of a
judgy.
backstory than anything.
Wilson is sitting out front of the thing. Everyone in town
He's
is
the best
obviously giving
character.
wide berth to the monster mobile that's sitting in front of it. All right, last thing for the monster mobile. What are the wheels like?
I think they're
Thick.
they're all different. None of them are.
No,
No.
wait, no,
No.
we're not hobbling around.
Nah, the Monster
I
Mobile
want
is
like
boss.
monster truck style.
Yeah. Super Swampers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
Super
I see-
Swanners, but like medieval.
So,
Yeah.
I think they have like an arcane, dark, like shadowy energy, but they are very large, they resemble monster truck tires, but there's no actual.
Wilson,
physical-
I feel is like he's got like his one hand is like the rat fink.
Yes.
Like the big like ball is like what he stirs. This is like what he like drives
This
with.
guy.
Someone draw this rat rod for us, please.
Pappy,
Yes.
I got $5.
Instead of like cans, like for like a newly married couple, it's like just like bones
Yeah.
and skull like clacking along on the back.
Monster
Ooh.
skulls of our enemies.
Some of the major monsters that
Yeah.
the Monster Squad has killed.
And the
over
dogs
time.
are named.
I really do need to
So
make
the
a-
back of it
Yes.
opens up.
A warning
So the back of
symbol.
it opens up, and you put you hoist him back into it, and then you go to the side where ching 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 ching. The boss metal steps come out, and everybody mounts up into it. Markith doesn't. He doesn't even have a whip. He's just and it makes like some demonic demon engine sound, and it just tears ass through the city. And there's just arcane purple flame left in its wake, and it's just like
Who are these
death
people?
and smell of evil
Are
left
we
behind it.
Aren't we all supposed to say purple flame anytime purple flame is said? It's like,
Are we?
like an old
What?
school D&D thing. Never mind.
It is purple
Purple
flame.
flame.
Purple flame. Yes.
Purple flame.
So that you tear off into the night. So here we are now with the you're with the this thing there in the inside of your coach.
Sure.
We won't get into how awesome the inside is, but
Yeah.
let's just say there's definitely a wet bar.
Yeah, sure.
Velour.
Velour.
Yeah, velvet lined, black,
Mm-hmm.
all black everything.
And you've got like this thing like mounted in the back, and he's just kind of
You guys remember when we were doing on an adventure?
he's just kind of like
Do you
laid
remember
out.
when we weren't playing custom card view, Taylor?
So I'd love to like.
So, as much as I don't want to waste spells, I am not going to deal with this all day.
You're all gonna die!
Cool.
Okay.
Can I do?
Over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Nobody sit next to. Face him towards like the rear.
I
Anybody
nudge
got a
Ryan
shield?
to put his to put the mage hand over the mouth.
I don't put it over the mouth. I start sticking it down.
More
his
black
mouth.
ichor just explodes around the mouth.
It's just like I try to cram it in like a fist. I got you, brother. Don't worry about it.
When he's through this next bout, can I lesser restoration? See what happens there.
Sure. So like he just falls over again. Like after there's some more black ichor.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody, roll me a d20.
Okay.
You know, it's supposed to stay in the bin.
With anything added?
Nope, just d20 straight roll.
18.
18,
17.
17,
3.
3, 3,
2.
2.
5.
So like when the ichor goes, it explodes out and it hits you right in the eye, giggles, and Giannis, like a little bit, like just goes right on your nice, pretty robe thing, and like right where you got like that cool effect of like color and everything.
Can he make
it's
a
just
dex
like,
save?
huh?
Can he make a dex save?
You certainly can try.
No, can he make a dex save?
The guy.
Yeah.
No, he is paralyzed.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna need 60 10s.
I see where his mind is.
Okay.
And I immediately pursue to stop this action.
Okay. So like, what are you gonna do? And is this
Relieve.
somatic, verbal?
I would love to. I see where his brain. Like I see his hand going to. Would you have a hilt? Do you have
No, I was about to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Oh, so what is Hellish Rebuke?
I just
That's
have
verbal spell?
No,
or-
it is. Hold on, I gotta check. It
and
is
specifically, what is your Hellish
verbal,
Rebuke?
somatic, but it's a reaction. To,
Is there a component to it?
no, there's not.
No component.
No.
So you start making your little whatever that looks like. Give me a dexterity check or insight, perception, whichever one you want to roll, where you see what
Sure.
your brother's about to do.
Could I get advantage because I know him?
Yes, I will definitely give you advantage on
As
that.
soon as I see the thing going to him, I know what's about to happen. 215 on both die. Let's go.
You definitely see what he's about to get
Okay.
up to.
Brother, we do not need this.
Some of the purple flames start dying down.
Hooray.
Let me just try one thing.
So this is after like you. So
I'm
you're
watching
going
that happen, and I'm like, let me just try it. Like,
Do you listen?
What's my wisdom? I think it's a negative. 8. I don't think I listen.
All right, understood. Hellish Rebuke goes off, I suppose.
Can I get 3 more d10s?
You can. Give me a second.
I'm not petty.
Have fun, buddy.
Oh, he auto fails his, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man, I'll never roll this high again on this. That's 3 8s, a 9, a 10, and a 6. A lot of damage.
34 plus
30, 49 points of damage.
Cuts to the outside of the monster mobile rolling down the road, and like you kind of like see like whatever is naturally illuminating the inside there. You see all of your silhouettes, and then it's just like a sack of liquid explodes and from the outside, like just like black ichor just explodes from the inside of it, and it cuts to the inside. All of you sitting in there. Covered in black ichor.
Alright. In my defense, I didn't know that would happen.
As Breezy slowly wipes the slime and whatever viscera off of her face, she just kind of turns like,
Why do we bring him with us again?
I immediately don't like that. That's my brother.
Your brother just exploded our guide.
He upchucked on me!
I asked for one attempt to fix this. You couldn't even give me that?
He upchucked on me. You don't upchuck on someone. That's
So you just
wrong.
kill them?
Look, it was a reaction. I didn't really think it through. It was just natural when someone attacks you like that you just gotta...
Everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Ooh, that's one.
Nat 20?
What?
Oh, what?
Ooh.
19.
Everyone gets a +5 to their saving throws if you're within 10 feet of
Oh. That's
Um,
nice.
That's nice.
24!
24!
That puts me at 14.
31. Is that real?
14.
So a 15.
Wait,
15.
To all save to all.
All saving throws if you're within 10 feet
Period.
of me.
Yeah, paladins are stupid.
That
Yeah,
briny
but-
smell comes in handy, I guess.
The salt is invigorating.
Nice. Oh, I would love on saves like that. I would love to like position myself in between. Anytime that there's a success,
each time it's
because
just a
of
group
this.
huddle.
From the, I figure there's just like only his boots were pretty much left, and from inside of his boots,
Like Wizard of Oz.
two tentacly worms explode from the inside of his boots. You all manage to catch them inside. Give me an initiative check.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hey, can I get that
That's
bonus
terrible.
for this, too?
No.
16.
You don't want to
I'm
talk.
not going to talk about this. I mean, 8.
Forget
Oh
about
my
it.
god, I have to take initiative. Chelsea Steele, if you're out there, I miss you right now because she takes our initiatives on Thursday.
Nice.
Thinking of you right now, homie. All right, give
Sometimes
me
the DM's got to do it themselves.
20 to 25. Anybody?
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Nobody.
nothing quite like that.
No, not that
18 and up.
No, not that either.
16, 17, 18.
I have a 16.
16. Breezy first. 12 to
high. 17.
17.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. So Breezy, Bubbles. Next up,
I got an 11.
11. 11. And Giggles.
8.
8. So Giggles at the bottom.
An Avi with a 6.
Avi with a 6. And then Giannis. So Breezy, Bubbles, Giannis. And
It
the
should
worm
be Bubbles
guys.
Breezy.
I'm going to put them in one group. They're going to go first.
I think it should be Bubbles Breezy. I was
You
thinking-
like manage to see them, so you put yourself out in front of them, but one chance to go right up around your neck and start to strangle
So is there
you.
1 or 2?
For a 2, it misses you, so it just kind of like slaps down on your shoulder. And then you, as the aggressor, obviously it was very angry at you. It misses you as well, and just kind of is like trying to like slime its way up your leg.
See, it was a preemptive strike, guys. Could you imagine how many
As,
there
as
was?
it's sliming its way up your leg, can I?
Breezy,
Yes.
you're first.
I believe actually Bubbles
Was
were
Bubbles
saying-
first?
Yeah.
Bubbles then Breezy? Alright, 17 first. Bubbles.
Yep. I'm a sacred flame, that bitch.
Okay. What does your sacred flame look like?
Um,
Which one? The one on Giannis or the one on Avi? Avi was protecting.
I was gonna say Avi probably, because
Okay.
Giannis put us in this mess.
Avi.
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 Yeah. So sacred flame. It probably has almost like it's because of I was kind of corrupted, I guess. It's almost like a corrupted version of like a really, really bright green light.
It's
Uh-huh.
not a purple flame?
It's not a purple.
flame.
I know you guys are begging for it. It's not a purple flame.
Alright, so like a greatest flame goes out in the direction of Avi, this slime that's like calling that, or this worm-like slime creature
Yeah,
Like-
and he can take it.
sliming up towards its neck, and you're just like.
Mm-hmm.
As you do it, a little bit of the black ichor that's stuck to you kind of flaps at him as well.
Cool.
Is there a
Yeah.
deck save for me or an attack roll from you?
We'll see how good her attack is, huh?
Well, yeah, no. So I believe
It's a
it's
saving
a deck
throw.
save. So go ahead and.
Ooh, this will be the first one, the only one I survive all night. So that's a 23.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Does that have to?
No, roll damage on it.
Okay.
You're in pretty close combat, so
Bad. So that's 15.
15 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. It's sizzling, and there's just a little bit of a husk left on it, just flapping kind of like down his shoulder.
It looks
Like it
pretty
lands.
bad.
It's landed in his lap right now, so it's just like looking a little weird, a little uncomfortable. Then next up will be Breezy.
Okay.
Does it look pretty
So-
dead?
Huh?
Does it look pretty dead? Like,
It's like
it's really hot. Yeah, it's hanging on. Okay.
Were there two or one?
there's two. There's one on Giannis and there's one on Avi.
And since we're all inside of a coach, if I were to slay one, if it's bloodied or whatever, would I be able to turn around? Because I'm going to be using both attacks.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a dual.
So you're just
I'm
like
gonna be like,
so
if
pretty
that-
much
if
like
that
you
one
see this
dies.
and you're like sing
Yeah.
like that kind of. Yep, absolutely. Go ahead, roll it.
Oh, that's cool.
Give me. So we'll start with the first one on Avi, and then we'll go to the next one.
all right. That's going to be a 26 to hit. I don't know if that hits or not.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh yeah, and I have sneak attack, which is going to do some extra
We'll
damage.
just
on
say
it.
you hit.
Anyway, so that hits. I'm gonna need. How many does her sneak attack do? Actually, I'm pretty sure it was 6. I'm gonna double check that though, because I don't want to cheat ya. Yeah, go ahead and start. I'm gonna need quite a few.
Here you go. Here's
You get
4.
all those Franks.
Where did I
Are you
sneak
stacking
attack?
sixes?
Yep, it's 66. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna say I have a ton of
6.
D6s.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Warhammer over here.
And then
Yeah, no
just
kidding.
the regular.
Call that a
D8.
fireball box.
Here it is. Okay, so the regular hit. It's 1d8 plus 5.
How much XP does this thing have left?
So that's 11. Hold on. 6, 16, 22, 23, plus the 11, 34.
Out with the one. Like Avi looks down between his legs and he just sees the rapier there between his legs. Slice that thing in half. Go ahead with the next one.
All right. That's gonna be. It's gonna be 25 to hit. So.
Yes.
All right. So that's gonna be 7. That's 6.
Well, you don't get the second sneak attack.
Right. Oh, I don't get the second sneak
No,
attack. That's
you
fine.
only
That's
get
a
one.
7.
7 points of damage. So you're like, fing, fing, and then like the other one is like kind of severed and like laying on his leg, like split in half, but it's still there, which is gonna bring us to Giannis. So Giannis, that one is like on your knee, like it was just in half. You see her with the rapier right in front of you like this, and that one is like sitting on your knee now, like kind of eviscerated in half, but like it's like.
Can I like casually mage hand grab it and then throw it out the carriage?
Absolutely. Give me, just give me an intelligence, or like give me an attack like you're going to hit it.
That is a
14. 14 grabs it. Okay. So like you have it like.
Yeah, I'm just holding with the.
So like as a bonus action, you want to like toss it
I
out.
just want to toss it out like through the middle bars.
Okay, you toss it out the middle bars.
And I just handled.
All of a sudden, boom, you feel yourself at a stop, and the carriage like, boom, you're pushed forward. Everyone gives me a Constitution saving throw as you like kind of jumble all over each other, and you're just this gigantic twisted mess of just like black viscous falling all over the place.
We get the +5 with you.
Correct. If you're within 10 feet of me.
You were still right here, right?
Oh,
Okay,
absolutely.
good. Yay.
So
thanks for
24?
17.
24,
17.
17,
7.
7,
23.
23.
Natural 1.
Oh, you deserve that. You
Flying out
100%
the
deserve
window.
that.
Giannis. Like, you all, like, kind of, like, all think, and Giannis just, like, somehow, like, kind of twists around the thing, and, like, he just goes flying out the window. Giannis, you're gonna take
My mustache just waves at you guys.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Wow.
first PC who dies tonight buys pizza, right? That's
Yep,
the,
that's the
Let's
rule.
establish that.
Bubbles, you're gonna take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I think I can take it.
So, you all are kind of like all in like a mess, laying on top of
Sure.
each other. It's come to a sudden stop, and Giannis is been tossed from the
Can I
carriage.
take my hook and like stick it out the bars and like be like, yo, grab it and fling Giannis back up onto the carriage? So
You're at a
he's
dead
not,
stop
like,
now.
Oh, we're
So
stopped.
yeah, you're at a like.
Okay,
So
just
this
checking.
happened, and then all of a sudden it just
the
like
monster mobile
somehow,
is
and you all
jerking
realize for something to like so suddenly stop the monster mobile,
Sure.
it like it sent
Big.
y'all flying, and like he's been ejected from the car now, and but like so it stops, and like you kind of gather yourself. There's black viscous fluid everywhere. It's all over you, and that's where you're at.
I'd love to kick open the gate, the back gate, or open the back gate, whatever makes sense.
Okay,
for
you
our
kind of got to go
position.
around like the husk
Sure.
of what's left in the wheel. Like the wheelchair is still there.
Excellent.
The exploded like tomato
Sure.
of black viscous is still there. So
I am now incredibly interested in the boots. Is there? Well, then, if I notice someone else notice it,
size?
I'd
Are
love
they
to
my
go to my brother.
size?
I want to get to my brother. I wanted the quickest route so that I can go find her.
probably out the side door then.
Cool.
Yeah, he
Boom,
got
out the
ejected
side
through
door.
the side door.
Are they-
Huh?
Yeah, so boom out the side door, jump down, and just go rushing in his.
Okay, that's where he is. So you just see him boom go jumping out
They're
the.
Chucks, actually.
They're just
Who's that guy wearing
straight up Doc Martens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely Chucks. Yeah,
Saint Laurent?
or Chucks or Doc Martens, whichever one you
One
want.
is a Chuck, the other a Doc Marten.
Hot mess. This guy's a hot mess.
Chuck Martin.
So you're looking at these boots, or like he just boom goes
That's the
I'm
names
definitely
of the
checking
bounding out to check after him. The boots.
Checking out the boots.
You hold it up and
Oh.
like you grab the boot and just
Oh, no. I think it's kind of hydrating for you at this point.
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I've been tasting this stuff for a while now.
Oh.
She's gonna go psycho. No, she's like we're gonna go from like medium crazy to like woo.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay, it's not that bad. Your hair still in relatively good shape,
Obvious.
but like a little bit comes out and you see it happen, and he put it to the side right on time. And it goes dripping past you. So Giggles is checking out this boot. This guy just went busting out the door. Like you still have your rapiers ready. You're just like, and like, or so you held them. Luckily enough, nobody got stabbed by them. Because I'm a kind dungeon master. So what do you choose? So Breezy and Bubbles.
I think that I'm gonna slowly sheath my swords. If she had eyes, they'd be rolling. She kind of sighs and exits the carriage to see why we've stopped.
Okay.
I am disgusted with the state of my being at the moment, and I just yell, "You're paying for my dry cleaning!" And he knows who he is because I don't even have to say his name. He's like, just.
I'm outside and I'm like in the mud, but I'm upside down with my feet kind of over top of me, and I'm just like, I know.
Because this isn't the first time that this has happened to Monster Squad.
No, most likely not.
Yeah.
No, this is definitely
No,
not the first time.
This isn't the first time.
On the Dance Moms period of Monster Squad.
Yeah.
This is
Entirely by your fault.
Dance Moms period. Is he getting arrested for tax evasion next? Like, what's happening?
You raise your so like I kind of think that, like your head's down in the mud. You raise your thing up from the mud, and sticking out of your mouth is the little worm thing.
Ooh.
So you have his mouth?
Yeah.
Can I bite it?
Yes, you
What?
certainly may.
Why?
Why?
So 2.
We're not gonna make
Constitution
it
saving
to
throw.
months.
God, you guys. Yeah. Should have been an intelligence save before that, but we're going
Trust me, that wouldn't have
Constitution
been any
now.
better.
You get +5 because of this guy, but go ahead.
We're
You
on
bite
a
down on it, and it goes
intelligence
right
save,
down
sir.
your gullet.
Surprisingly tasty.
Can I step on his stomach as I get there and see this thing slither in? Kind of like Heimlich with a stomp? Is that, if that's a thing?
Yes, you absolutely may.
Awesome.
But you're going to roll an unarmed damage against
Sure.
him.
Yeah, perfect.
Can I have resistance because the mud is slushy?
Yeah, you're not missing this, big dog.
No, you already hit my AC. You don't even
Yeah,
have to
so a
look.
17 on the die hits him.
All right. Well, yeah, it's obviously going to hit him.
Oh, she
so
wants some
roll
damage.
unarmed
She wants
damage.
some
Yeah.
damage.
He doesn't have a choice about whether or not he's getting hit.
Perfect. I like that.
Yeah, it's just your strength. +1.
So we have a 6 damage.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. It flies towards you. Dexterity check.
Yep. A 23.
You dodge to the side. It goes over your shoulder right into as she's coming out of the cart. Breezy. You just walk out of the cart in time to see him stomp on his stomach. He spits out this worm creature. He dodges to the side. It's coming right at you. Give me a dexterity. Or, if you want to be a badass.
I'd love to be.
Be the badass.
Yeah, I'll try that.
What do I? Oh, it's not gonna be love. It's not.
It's only going to be a 17.
Well, it's a 12.
12?
12. No.
This worm, like, somehow, like, became more viscous and lands on your face.
Man, this is how the worms are going. How's
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
Ooh.
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw as you feel it almost trying to, like, rip your mouth open and try to, like, get down your gullet.
the enemies?
Man, I wish I would have asked for
A Constitution saving throw, you said?
You
Oh,
you
that's
dodged.
a nat one.
Yeah, for sure.
A natural 1.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You all see this thing go down her gullet, and because she has like an air-like form,
Sure.
you like you see it go down there and like start to bubble and tear up along the inside of her. You are poisoned.
You know, that's probably...
Nice.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Do I see this?
Probably about this time, like you'll be like Giggles and you're just like complaining about your dry cleaning at this point, and Giggles just
Switch
like
tracks.
missed the boot. So like you're sitting in there, so like you see her get out, and like probably from the back of her, you notice her breezy form. You just saw this black thing go down through her and start to bubble inside of her stomach.
I'm gonna grab her as best as I can in her ghostly form. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm gonna touch her and do lesser restoration on her.
Okay. You vomit it directly at Avi.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I would love to slap it into the ground.
With your big tentacly thing,
Correct.
go ahead and roll an attack.
That is a...
Very high roll.
Yep, it's not terrible. A 17 to hit.
You slap it into the ground. Roll me some damage on it.
Hells yeah.
2d6, brother.
Yeah, man.
Am I still poisoned now that it's out?
No.
Lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration, no
Excellent.
longer
Takes
poison.
care of that.
Thank you, dear.
You're going to do 3 plus 7, or sorry, 6 plus 7, 13 points of damage.
But as it happens, it somehow seems to like absorb into the ground. And finally, for the first time, you all like look up in this area that you're in. It's dark. too dark. There's an acrid stench in the air. The smell of dying leaves, rotten trees, and dead animals make the entire area you seem to be in reek.
Smells like mothers.
I'd love to define sense.
You divine sense. So like all of a sudden, Avi, you look up and like the monster coach has stopped and you look up and you're just like, we're here. And that's where we're going to take a little break. All right, everybody stick with us. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break, and then we're going to get into the Lair of the Hydra. Brought to you by Epic Encounters. Not brought to you by Epic Encounters and Epic Encounter. They're going to bring you the next one.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us. You know who does sponsor us? Vibranium Comics.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We'll be right back, y'all. And we're back with our epic adventure, the Monster Squad. The Monster Mobile seems to be sunk or stopped. We don't quite know why yet. But Avi has looked up after attempting to use his divine sense and is like, we're here. Bellevue. Damn it, it's Bellevue now.
There are dribbles of slobber and
Our
hacking up the
insurance
remaining
is-
viscera.
Our insurance
So-
is going to go through the roof. Thanks.
So you have pretty much the worm-like creature sunk into the ground. You're standing there like you just puked it up.
Just kind of like hacking up.
She's like coming out of the thing. Giggles, what are you doing?
I'm climbing out after her.
Climbing
I
out
see
after
what's
her.
going on, and I'm like, ugh. And I have to unhook my pole from the outside of the carriage because I couldn't have it. It's 5 feet.
Sure.
I couldn't have it inside,
Yeah,
you know. So I unhook it and I go ahead and kind of arm myself, like casually. Just want to make sure I'm ready for what's about to go down.
Giannis, you are like down in the dirt, or like you just got kicked and you're kind of sitting there like that. But you perk up.
Hey, bro.
You feel inspired. Point of inspiration for you. Thank you for the antics, sir.
He did like the antics.
I did like the antics. Point of inspiration for you. Thank you very much. Giggles.
I don't know how to add it up.
Perception check.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. You hear birds in the air. Like off in the distance. It's dark. What's everybody's dark vision situation?
Oh, I got that.
I do
I
have
don't
dark
think
vision.
that I have that.
I get dark vision.
Okay.
No dark vision for me.
No
I
dark
do
vision
goddamn
for you all.
antics.
I ain't got none.
From where you are, like you're on a dark, muddy road is all you know, and you feel like the forest surrounding you. You know when you're in the Florida thing, when you're in like one of the oak-covered roads, and it's the middle of the night, and you're got the high beams on, and the woods are just kind of surrounding you everywhere,
Sure.
and you're like, just for a second, you turn your lights off just to scare shit out of yourself, and then you turn them back on. Like that's like kind of the situation you're in, where the trees and the canopies are just surrounding you, and they almost like it's dark, so you really don't know, but you just know you're surrounded by nature. Like off in the distance, the moon is full, but like the clouds are going over, and it's just this acrid stench. I need everybody, or actually, we're not there yet. Hold on. But like you know, especially you, Avi, you know the direction that you have to go, and you kind of see like a distance, like almost glowing situation beyond it, and the trees. Giggles, you notice like you hear the birds in the trees, you feel the stench and corruption all around you, and you notice that just a little bit of the trees managed to part a little bit, almost like as if it's starting to welcome you in.
Over there. How far away?
Probably you're on like the side of the road, so like let's say like a good 20 feet.
20 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are the birds flying in the direction of the part into the tree?
They're not
or-
flying at this moment. You just kind
I
of hear
just
them.
hear them.
"Arr,
Okay.
arr." And with perception 20, you definitely know that they are a carry-on bird, like some kind of crow or something. You've spent enough time around death to know that these are some type of scavenger bird.
How's Wilson looking?
Huh?
How's Wilson, the guy who's driving the car?
Ready to drive.
Oh, okay.
He really can't do anything. Like he's just like.
Sure. I wasn't sure if maybe he was also ejected.
No.
We
Wilson is
definitely
the
have a
monster
seatbelt
mobile.
for that man.
He's got like
You
3
kidding
bells.
me?
He's got like 1, 2, and then a crossbody.
There's no way we haven't seen
That is something you only learn from experience.
There's no way.
Giannis is fine, but he can't quite get the monster mobile. He doesn't know what's going on.
Go take a nap. Tired.
No, we must move.
No,
I-
maybe that's a good idea for him.
Right?
Do I have a sense
He's
of the
tired,
direction that we should be
Avi.
heading?
Absolutely. Like that connection you felt when you did like the squid thing on his face.
Sure.
Like whatever that presence was that you felt, you knew it was coming from there.
Sure.
This acrid sense of corruption that's around you everywhere, certainly emanating from that way. You as a practitioner of the dark arts,
Yeah.
certainly feel your darkly tense tingling from that direction.
Sure.
But all you see at this time is just like a lot of like tangly, like almost unnatural nature and coverage.
Sure. Are there any curious from my divine sense, any celestials, fiends, undead within 60 feet?
Yes.
Excellent.
Actually, hold on.
Perfect. Cool.
Let's see. Yes. Something.
Awesome. With my divine sense, I know the location of that big.
Straight ahead.
Excellent.
Straight ahead. Well, you know it's straight ahead.
Brother, you should disappear.
Alright, this sounds legit. I just start walking off.
This is all like transpiring. Everybody's like taking in their surroundings at
Yeah.
this point. I'm still focused on me and how just uncomfortable and gross I am, and I'm throwing an absolute temper tantrum.
Who would you care to lash out? Would you care to lash out at somebody about that?
I'm walking into the woods.
I'm like, you did this! I feel gross! The sooner we finish this, the sooner I can get in clean clothes that you're going to buy me!
As you're starting to yell, all of a sudden the birds, and they start
Shut
to fly.
up! Just shut up, birds!
Alright. Do you wanna go for a walk? Do you wanna go for a walk?
Sure,
Honestly,
fine.
Insight check.
Insight
Yeah.
check.
We'll go the opposite way of him.
That is a 5 on the die. Bear with me a
Bubbles,
moment.
babe, he's not worth it.
Not worth it, yeah, man.
He's not
For a
worth
total
it.
of 6.
I'm gonna get my little hands around him!
Girl,
You
I
noticed
know.
the bird start as she started having her little temper tantrums. The bird, like you stirred up the birds that were happening
I
there.
don't care about birds! Are we going after birds? We couldn't ask the guy, could we?
The guy.
Huh? He's dead! You blew him up!
The same kind of tortured scream you hear coming from off in the distance that almost sounded like
Hey,
the
look,
guy.
we
at
have
the
Is
a
it
same
coming
time.
from the divide and the trees?
Oh good, there's another one!
Is it coming from the divide in the trees that I
Yes.
saw? Okay. Alright, I think
You
we-
specifically, like with your 20 perception check, like it is like it's almost coming from like where that opening just opened, like like almost like it's the door itself making that sound.
Nice.
Wait.
Alright, I look at Avi and I'm
Well,
like,
it's just like
Yo.
the from what she's seeing, it's like the branches parting, like they're like living tendrilless, corrupted things, and they seem to part for her. And like as that scream happened, as she's having your tantrum, you're just like do, 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 do. You kind of like as like you hear that same thing coming from the part in the trees, and like you just kind of see like a light glowing ahead of you, where in the dark. You just see there's like something ahead that you can make out from just the pure darkness, which seems to surround you the rest of the way.
Hey guys, my people are up here.
Great.
Maybe we can ask them for help.
Because I have lack of sight at the moment, as I don't have any dark vision, I would love to cantrip create bonfire as far out as I can, about however long I'd have to the tree line.
Okay.
To kind of illuminate that area a bit.
Is it a bonfire that happens?
It is a small. I'm trying to think of how wide. Bear with me.
It's
A
like a
5 foot
campfire.
wide campfire.
Of like a 5 foot
Kinda
wide
just appears.
campfire that just kind of appears. Like it illuminates like that clearing. And you notice the clearing, like the branches itself seem to be like some type of dismembered almost body and a mage-like face, which is like not really like of the branches but part of them, but just like seems to be simultaneously torn apart and is the branches as well hanging over it. And you just like kind of see the flames illuminating the bottom of its face, and he's just like
Hey Bubbles, you're already gross.
Oh, nice.
You might not want to talk to her.
I don't understand why.
Bubbles has had enough of you today, Giannis. You need to leave her alone. She just needs a second.
Let's be honest. We need to stop. So that we can
No,
go
that
over
was
there.
funny.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I'd like to head
Just worked hard on that.
towards the sound, towards the bonfire, in the direction that I believe he was headed.
Okay. So yeah, so like you see like it looks like another like wizard like character, but this time he seems to have like been absorbed by the trees, and he seems to be in like the same dream like state that the one before was.
I try to talk to him. Are you awake? Can you hear me? Oh, what did this to you?
and he vomits out some more of the black fluid.
If we kill it, we don't have to deal with the crazy stuff, and we can still talk to it. Just an idea. Just leave its head. I just need a head.
Tasty bones.
Hurry, kill it.
And like he's saying all this, you kind of like notice the vines like starting. You just kind of like notice motion and vines, almost as if the area around you starting to come alive.
As my brother says, kill it, I whip my hand back and attack into this wizard attached to the tree.
Okay, go ahead, roll me an attack.
That is a...
Wasn't a 1.
It's an 18.
18.
I'm gonna plus 11.
You plus 11?
Your hand right down the middle of him, and you saw him in half. The branches seem to part, and the trees begin to bleed, and like the birds come flying down at you. Roll me a dexterity save as like some of these carrion birds, like as this viscous kind of splatters all over you, and they start to peck and attack your face.
That is an 18 on the die, and it's a dex check, so a plus 5.
You like manage to like come out of the way, and like kind of then they go flittering off like into the trees, but like the blood is like being absorbed in the ground. Worms are starting to come up around it, and the clearing just passes. You all are going to emerge. Do we all have a mini?
Yeah, we do indeed.
You all are going to emerge at the edge of the map there.
Is the guy dead on the ground?
Yes, he's pretty much just been eviscerated. And like,
Also,
Is
nothing
his
like
skull there?
Yeah, right.
huh?
hell.
Is his skull there?
It's been chopped in half, but his skull is there, yes.
Does the jawbone work?
It's in 2 pieces.
Like
But
at the
can we-
surfaces,
Can
or
we
like
push it
top to bottom?
together?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you really wanted to.
Can you just hold this for me real quick? Okay. I'm gonna, as a free thing, because I can do this as a warlock, I'm gonna speak to Dad at will with it.
Okay.
Alright, so I get...
I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as the birds come down to start picking around it.
How rude.
Root birds.
9 plus 5, 14?
14. You start getting picked alive by the birds. You take 4 points of piercing damage. Like some of them like start to emerge onto the birds. You go ahead. You can drop it or hold on to it and start taking the attack.
I would
or take the
absolutely
ahead.
drop it and go to attack whatever's hitting my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, sir. I have a 15 on the die, plus 5. 20.
20. You manage to like knock off the birds again, but like as soon as the skull hits the ground itself like seems to absorb it. Like worms and tendrils suck it
Can I
down
use
into
my
the
halberd
ground.
to like?
You can give me a
the skull,
dexterity check.
Yoink it, yoink. I would like to yoinking, actively yoinking with a 10 plus 5, 15.
15. You manage to get the halberds up,
Yoinking.
but as soon as you get it, another round of birds come on you. Give me a dexterity saving throw as the birds start to attack you now. Like the birds almost seem like unnaturally
19.
coming towards it. You dodge out of the way and get them. You have the head up on a pike.
What were you trying to summon?
It's already here.
Well, that was vague and unhelpful.
It starts to slide down the pike.
What's...
And I start spinning my pike so that the skull just stays suspended kind of in midair. I'm like a flag girl all of a sudden. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I'm like, I'm not letting you go. Do you need to ask it anything else? Because I got it right here. Spinning. Good? All right. I
How... Oh.
chuck it.
How bad was it?
Am I standing? Can you put me closer to Breezy?
Of course. And you are where
Put me
here?
away from me.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Perfect. I'm gonna, before we start walking into wherever we're going, I'm gonna put guidance on her.
You dear.
What does that do?
What do you get? 3 questions?
What does that do to
I
me?
believe I get 5.
5.
Although it's
Once before the
flying
spell
away.
ends, you've got to.
Oh, were you throwing the head away,
I'm
Giggles?
doing it to target.
So you were throwing?
I kind of chucked it.
All right, so she chucks it. So you can try to ask it something as it goes
Well,
flying.
I did. I said,
spun it.
how bad is it?
I spun it, but then I kind of like gently, like just kind of lobbed it off the end because I was like, this is really boring. Like,
Your attention span.
It was, I have no intelligence and no attention, so I was just like, oh, that was fun for a minute.
This whole party
And then-
clearly
and then I
has
was
no
like, oh,
intelligence. But that's beside the point.
Yeah,
We don't have a wizard?
Yeah, there's no wizard in this party.
No.
A nightmare.
Well, that's just fantastic.
We got a lot of vague, ambiguous words to go on. Woo!
Let's move in this direction.
Is there a plot?
Sorry.
Is there a plot? When
It like seemed to hit like a. You heard like a splash or something.
there it is.
Splash.
Water. It's okay, brother.
I can continue to move the bonfire as a bonus action.
Okay.
Just moving it ahead of us so I can maintain some light.
Some light around the area. So as you move the bonfire, it's illuminating the area, and you're kind of like in a.
If that's fair,
There's almost like a fog around the area,
Sure.
but there's an unnatural light with the fog as well. So you have an idea of what's going on. Your bonfire's illuminating things. The trees, like you're certainly in a clearing. You all have been around. You know a monster's lair when you've seen one before, and this is a perfect monster's lair. This feeling, you pretty much know what you're up against. You feel the presence, and certainly now, like from when you first got there, you feel it's a little bit more. There is an acrid stench everywhere as you begin to make your way into this area.
As we're approaching what seems to be a monster lair, can I go ahead and sort of like stealth and kind of get some cover?
Yes.
So I'm kind of like stalking along.
Yeah,
Preparing.
you'd like to move stealthily?
I would like stealthily.
Absolutely. But as soon as you all enter, the stench seems to burn through your nose. Like it's just death and swamp and decay. Something you're all familiar with, but it's certainly more powerful before. Almost gives you pause for a second. Giggles. Sniffs her armpits, and that's why she can roll this Constitution saving throw with advantage. Everybody else give me a Constitution saving throw.
Word.
If you're 5 feet of me, you get +5.
Hey!
It's gonna be
19.
26.
21.
22.
22?
23.
23?
Thank goodness.
28.
28. Fucking level 12s. Sorry, PG-13. Bleep that out in post, please.
Paladins.
Paladins. Oh, and a paladin
And
as
a
well.
paladin.
You all managed to like the smell
Compare
has
my clothes,
taste.
this is
But
fine.
if you care to move yourselves in a couple of feet.
Marching order. Where would you be stealthing? Are you stealthing directly ahead, or are you peering out
I think
to the
I'd
sides?
be slightly to the perimeter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like this area?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I feel like I would absolutely be up in the front, big burly, going towards my fire. Where else would you guys like to be?
I would like to be on the outskirts on the other side.
This is you here?
I want to take up the rear and just like.
I'm gonna be pretty close behind. Crazy.
Understood.
You see a large pile of bones in front of you, stacked high. Like, almost like it would take you some effort to get over it. Like, you really can't see, but like your bonfire's kind of at the beginning of it.
Sure.
Like,
Are these human bones or?
give me an
like,
insight check.
Word.
They're bones.
Yeah, they're bones.
Then there's his bone.
That's a milk bone. That's
Kind of looks like one of the bones my dog used to eat.
You certainly see some chew marks on them. It's a lot of bones.
Is your dog here?
Is it kind of blocking our path?
It's kind of blocking your path. You can kind of see how it's made there. The pretty much all of that is pretty much a pile of bones.
Gotcha.
Or actually, yeah, like
Where
you
is
see the yellow. That right there is the bone pile. What you're
This
pointing
right
at,
here?
right in front of the yellow there. That's kind of the bone pile. That like everything's leading up that way.
Oh, okay. I see some bones.
Yeah,
in
you see the
here.
bones there, and then
Sure.
this is pretty much, you're all on very squishy, unstable terrain. Like you're walking, and does anybody not have boots on?
I got boots.
Boots? with the fur.
All
Having
of
her.
All right, but nonetheless, you're like, it feels like a little uncomfortable. Like your feet like sink in, and there's almost at times you kind of feel things like not only the mud sucking you in, but you certainly feel like something going around your feet.
Is it a rope rope? Snake?
Definitely snake.
No.
A lot of snake. Maybe worm.
A note rope.
Roll me a nature check.
11.
11? It doesn't feel very natural, is about all you know. Like, you've dealt with snakes and worms in your time.
There was a lot of snakes at the circus.
So pretty much where you're seeing right now is the bonfire? Yeah, so you pretty much just see a large pile of bones from the area where you're at right now.
If the bones are preventing me from moving forward, I'd love to.
You could go over them,
instead
or
of
you can
crawling,
Eldritch. Okay.
Boom, Eldritch Blast, just to see how thick it is, and if this would be able to clear out my way.
Okay. What is your Eldritch Blast?
It does a 1d10, and I believe that like I manifest that big chunky chunk of coral, and I kind of launch the coral.
A gigantic explosion of bones. You get it shakes out a large chunk of them, and they kind of like go around you, but they're still like piled high and go deep for a long way.
Okay.
In the distance.
Gotcha.
You all hear
Go around.
an unsettling roar of a beast, of a creature. From further within the lair, something has awoken.
I instantly go invisible.
This is...
Can I do that?
You may.
Okay.
After...
Do you wanna build a snowman?
When they roar like that.
I'd really like to make a snowman. What about a bone man? There's a lot of bones there.
Everybody give me a wisdom saving throw.
Why would you say that?
Okay.
15.
19.
Oh, wait. I'm not within 10 feet.
Oh, wait. Am I
was
within?
10
No, I'm 5 to
Nobody
15,
is
20.
anymore. Nat 20.
Natural 20?
Oh, wait. Really? 17.
17?
I didn't
Bubbles?
realize I had
21.
wisdom.
21? Giggles?
Where is it?
Giggles?
Where are you hiding it?
What?
What'd you roll?
Where's your
My-
constitution?
My what?
Wisdom saving throw?
Sorry, I
Or
had
waste
a moment.
wisdom.
Yeah, it was 19.
Oh,
19?
Yeah.
And
15.
y'all ain't afraid of shh.
We're not afraid of
You ain't afraid of nothing. You've
I'm
heard
afraid
like
of
you almost like it
Nicer.
steals your resolve, and you hear this unnatural roar in the distance. The monster squad has heard this before and is unintimidated.
Is that
Flare up!
I feel like
Was that
Breezy
Wolfman?
and Bubbles are so completely undeterred. We're just kind of over there having girl talk. you know?
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you can't let him get to you.
Why is he like this?
I'd love to
What do
shout
we-
out
what do we always
as
say,
loud as
right?
I can.
I'm
What do we
really
always-
trying
The
to
Kraken
be
wants you
patient.
back.
I know, and
That's
he's,
my god,
and he's pushing it.
of the-
He's pushing your boundaries,
the
and
warlock
that's
side.
not okay.
On
Off in
stage
the
firm.
distance,
Yeah, you're strong.
below what looks like a sunken area in a cave, a head pops up
Ooh, snaky.
and begins to rise high.
What kind of head is it? Is it?
It's
is it a
almost like
wolf man?
demonic looking
It's
on
not
a
a wolf.
large husk, and then another one,
You.
and then another one.
No.
One more.
Say less.
5 heads emerge from its lair.
So, about that
One for each of
invisibility thing,
us.
did I end up getting that?
Oh, hey, friend.
Whoa!
I just knocked off a
Head
bush or
body.
whatever that was.
You can just put that back wherever.
So
The Hydra emerges to hear your taunt.
did I get that invisibility off by chance?
You did, yes.
Awesome. I'm
So
good.
what does invisibility give you
It's
then?
it's a greater invisibility, and it makes me invisible. And it's got some pretty neat tricks too.
Ooh.
That's pretty fancy.
Luckily enough, the Hydra is in its lair.
Yes.
Let's see how
Or
it
at
pulls
least
off.
magical effects.
What?
Wait a second.
Yes.
So like you're invisible.
And concentration.
Okay.
Greater invisible.
Greater invisible.
Greater invisible.
Cool.
It's like invisibility, but greater.
It's like invisibility, but greater.
Fired.
I am very stealth.
We
You're
will.
appropriating my culture.
We will certainly get to that when we
like
can. All right. So you all see this Hydra emerge.
I'd Eldritch Blast, man. I know that I would.
You're going right for
I
it,
know
huh?
that I would.
Everybody, roll me initiatives. We're getting right to the good.
Oh,
I like the map.
oh boy.
Nat 20!
Woo!
All right.
I've never rolled better in my life.
Um,
17.
17 from Bubbles.
Seems to be my lucky number.
Breezy,
Nat 20.
natural 20. Giannis,
6.
6. Giggles,
26.
huh?
26.
26. And Avi,
9.
9. So it's going to be Breezy with the natural 20, and then Giggles, and then Bubbles,
Ladies' night.
and then Avi, and then Giannis. Oh, this guy is going to go a lot. Oh, let's see. He's going to go... He's going to go after Breezy.
Excuse me. I am in
So
shadow.
Breezy,
But you got the metal blanket
Hydra.
behind you. Quickly.
Giggles. And then, so Breezy, Hydra, Giggles, Bubbles,
Each square's 10 feet, right?
5 feet.
5 feet?
Avi,
How far away are we
and then Giannis.
From each other?
from the and
Like 60 feet.
All right, top of the round begins with Breezy.
Alright. Well, we're gonna fight the thing, I guess. So, I'm going to... I'm gonna have to dash to get over there if it was, you said, like 60. So, I'm going to dash over towards the Hydra.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to make my first attack.
Check it. Sticky with the pointy end.
Go ahead and move your character in that direction. How are you getting there?
Where are you heading?
Just straight for him.
2, 3, 4.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Alright. That will count. That's 19 flat. Where's the. Oh, that's a. Oh my gosh, is that like a 28
Okay.
or something?
You're like, for a second as you go by there, like you're in difficult terrain and your leg
She's
gets
not-
stuck in the
she's
mud.
not she doesn't get affected by that.
Oh, that's right. She's an air breezy thing.
No, she
Never
isn't.
mind.
I just come.
Go on. You're just like,
She's an
yeah, that's right. So you're just like this ghost. So you're
I
just like
just fly at
floating
propelled
right along.
speed.
Yes, wonderful.
Before I leave, I'm just like,
Yeah,
go,
she
hold
dashed.
on 1 second.
Oh, you dashed all the way there.
And I'm going, I dash all the way up to it, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna attack it. If
Okay.
I may.
If you dash, do you get an attack?
Yes.
Sorry.
As a rogue.
Oh, just so you know, it is
I'm using
down.
a dash
Like
as
it's.
my bonus action.
Oh, okay. So dash is your bone. It is down in its cave, and it's only its head that are popping out right
and I'll
now.
hit a head. I hit whatever's there. I
Great.
don't
Oh,
get a
and
head.
hold on. Let me make
This guy's
one
like-
She gonna
more.
get it.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
I see that.
Oof. Didn't roll very good though. That's only a 15.
You're coming up with your rapier.
Yeah.
Ka-ching! Right off of its hide. It has no effect.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Then I'm gonna use my movement to back up and put some distance between me and it. I'm gonna back up 20 feet.
Okay. So you backed up 20?
Yes.
Okay. After you move, like after you hit it with your thing, you notice like he seems to like his scales, and he seems to be becoming more powerful, or like he seems to like his thicker as he's prepared for you all. Just as his heads focus on you that came first.
Nice.
I would like to move 10 feet as he starts to begin to emerge from his lair a little bit. So 10 feet between them because his heads each go 10 feet for range. So
Yeah,
what is that? A
10
square
feet
between
from
and
her?
then
Correct.
yep. Okay.
Correct.
Each one of his heads bite onto you. Let's see.
You're not doing that.
No. It's too early for that, buddy.
When you said all the heads attack, I was like, wait a second, you wouldn't.
No, we're not there yet. We're just getting started with the fun.
Oh, I
Oh boy.
Um,
81, 84 total, but your worm, Ryan.
Worm.
You act like it wouldn't have been worse if he was alive.
We don't know. He was the tour guide.
The tour guide.
I don't think he was.
The worms from inside him certainly wouldn't have exploded.
it bites out at you and dip to the side. Another head comes around. You manage to get under it. Another one comes through you. You go ethereal for a moment, but it still manages to grab your side and bite down onto you as another one comes around your other side and bites into you. You are going to take...
I'd like to use reaction on one of those to add 4 to my AC, and does
Okay.
that get me out of it?
You're at 19.
Uh-huh.
18 plus 8. It does not. Boy, I just don't got enough dice for this.
How many you need?
I need another... No, I need one more. No, wait, no, got it.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm really noisy. I didn't know it. And I was probably clanking this table and making that all crazy.
Nah, that's me.
I've been doing it all day too. Guys, we're brothers.
We're gonna die together.
68 piercing damage.
68.
Wow.
68?
For 2 attacks.
That's half your health?
Remember when I said we
Yeah.
probably should
Yeah.
have about 50?
Cool, cool.
I mean, that's more than half my health. I have 13 left.
You're like kind of in this breezy, ethereal feeling within it. And that's it for him.
Cool.
What's everybody else's AC in the party?
I mean, I'm
Because I think that I have one of the highest ones. Like, keep in mind.
Oh, we're gonna
I have
hit.
19 AC.
Ready
How
to
much
hit.
your mine's 17.
Ready to hit a lot.
Just
Okay,
a PSA.
cool.
My AC was 19.
Little PSA.
I added 4 to one of those, and it still hit.
neat.
Epic Encounters. Swamp of the Hydra. 5e compatible one shot.
All right.
Chat said run.
The answer is run.
I like run.
Okay. Well, I see
My
this
next
happen.
turn, I'm gonna take
Yeah,
it.
so she's
I'm
just
watching
like
this.
like the 3 heads are around it that just went through, and she's like gone breathing in a cereal, but she's just like ah, and like kind of like caught up in it right now and like backing out of it. Like bits of her airy like dress are like caught back as she's trying to fall out of the.
So, important question. Is there still a gap? Between
Yeah,
the two?
there's 10 feet between
There's
it.
10 feet between them.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it's like bright. It's like bit at her now. It's like kind of like rearing back, coming for another one. While the 3 that missed are kind of like looking around and assessing the situation.
Okay. I am gonna cast Flame Strike at 5th level.
Okay.
I'm bringing
Dang.
absolute hellfire down on this thing.
Heck yeah.
Is that a melee attack?
No, range is 60 feet.
Really?
Yep.
I've never seen that spell cast.
Yep. Flame Strike.
So it's just you're just like. Where are you at right now?
I'm still back here.
Okay,
So I
60
count
feet?
it's 60 feet.
Okay, you
where
got
I'm
it.
at.
Good,
Yep.
good.
Yep. So it's a deck save.
dex saving throw.
Yeah.
From the monster.
Yes.
8.
No, does not
All right.
make it. So I need.
Oh, I'm sorry. It has legendary resistance. And has decided to succeed
you're gonna pull that
instead.
shit.
Hey, this is good.
Oh, okay.
So like you saw,
out
so
of
like you throw the bolt at you, and it hits his neck, and the neck begins to disintegrate, and like it starts to wobble a little bit, and then you're like, so like you're having this moment where like, actually go ahead, roll your damage. Let's see how much. Like it's half, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, give me.
I was
give me
gonna
half.
say I'm just gonna roll 2 then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
5th level, you get 2 dice.
With half.
it's with half.
I would say you can just roll all 5 and give me half of that.
Well, so no, it's okay. No, it's 4d6 for fire damage, and then 4d6 for radiant damage. So 2 and 2.
Or just roll it all and then just give me half the number.
Yeah,
I don't want to take your dice away from you.
Yeah, that'll give you a higher number.
Yeah. I don't want to take your op. It's a 5th level spell. You don't get to cast those that often. Roll them dice, girl.
Break them all out.
Catch you at 8. Catch your fireball.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, right.
12, 14, 18. 30, so 15 total.
15 total. So you shoot the it's flame? Or
Yeah.
is it radiant or is it fire?
It's half of it's radiant, half of it's fire.
So you shoot it out at it and you see it like his neck, like it hits it. He looks confused for a minute. He looks around as like his spine is exposed and he starts to fall forward. But suddenly it heals back and his head pops back up and fixes right on you. So that was 15 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm more than that, but
Mm,
I lost a die somewhere. But I'll
What
figure. I'll
are
find
the
it later.
purple D6s?
you're going to have to find out, ain't you?
I don't know.
They're not bushes?
They're not bushes.
All right, so next up will be Giggles. I'm sorry, Giggles, you were supposed to go before Bubbles.
Was I? No.
Yeah, you have
Yeah, it's
20.
Breezy, Hydra, Giggles,
Oh,
Bubbles.
true.
But
Okay,
anyway,
well, yeah, thanks. A lot.
Giggles.
Thanks. I just want to move forward more than anything.
And you can attack him with your pole arm from 10 feet away as well.
From 10 feet away?
Yes.
I thought I had 5. Okay. So, yeah, then I don't think I'm going to get that close, am I?
You're about 55, 60 feet away from it.
Yeah. So I'd like to move forward, but as I'm moving forward, can I just cautiously kind of like use my pole in the squishy ground as I'm walking, because I know there's like some funk going on because I checked it out earlier.
Are you dashing or are you just
There's-
walking?
I'm just walking.
Okay, yeah, if
honestly.
you wanna use that as your
just-
action,
yeah,
you're
I
fine.
wanna-
Nothing's
I
gonna
wanna be,
get
like,
ya.
Kind of, because I feel like there may be some other things in this area. After knowing
As you're doing it, like as you're
ropes.
like kind of poking into the ground,
Yeah.
like as you pull it up, there seems to be like some kind of worms like trying to hold on to it as you come.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not hooking down. I'm hooking up.
Okay.
Just so we're aware.
Absolutely.
And I'm just kind of pulling along. So I want to come forward as far 25 feet, right? As far as I can.
25?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's my furthest.
You should have 30.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is 30. Thank you. So yeah. So I still can't really reach anybody or do anything, but.
Do you have a javelin?
I don't have a javelin. Well, I mean, I guess I could like use my thing as a javelin. I have a hand axe that I could throw.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I think I'm gonna try to chuck it, and I'm gonna aim. Like, is the one head bigger than all the other heads?
No.
Oh, okay. It just looks really cool.
All heads are created
All
equal.
heads are created.
All Hydra heads are created
I'm
equal.
like, okay.
The new campaign.
Okay. And the head that sustained some bit of damage is like totally healed at this point. Is it damaged
No,
whatsoever?
not necessarily. Like it kind of came back and it's like starting to reform.
All right, I want to hurry and chuck my hand axe like with all my might.
Go ahead.
And because I was a circus girl, I can chuck a hand axe like a champ.
Absolutely.
So, let's see. What would you like me? Let's see.
It's your.
I
You
get
should have
a
had axe down there. I think it's
D6.
+7.
yes, +7. So 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I get 1d6 plus
11 plus 7?
No, yeah.
18?
So 18, yeah. So I know it hits. I hope.
Dunk. Falls off of
It
it.
doesn't hit? Alright, forget it. I'm over here.
The hand act, like it goes at
Done
it, and
over
like
it.
just
It's
as
really
the
helpful.
just as it was healing, it goes and just dunk, falls down into the ground. Your hand axe splashes into the swamp.
Oh, and I lose 1 axe. I'm down 1 axe.
Well,
good
it's
thing I-
down there somewhere. You can
good
try,
thing I have a
certainly try to
carrot and
find it.
pole with a hook.
You can throw your other one. You get 3 attacks.
I don't think I want to chuck away my other remaining weapon at this point. I'm just not gonna do that. So, yeah, as my no, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna hang back.
Okay. We did Bubbles. Avi.
Avi is going to.
Yeah, it's so much. I'm really good. I was gonna start. We've got Lair, but I hate keeping track of them. And, like when we play them.
I'm going to get rid of this item here, my little bonfire. Just
Mhm.
let that go.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna jet 5, 10, 15.
Dexterity
20.
saving throw.
Absolutely. That is a 5 on the die, which makes it a 10 total.
10 total. You are going to have your foot sucked into the mud. You can go ahead and take that dice off of the field.
Perfect.
What's that gonna do to you? What's that gonna do?
That's what those. What? I already had one, and it didn't do nothing to me because I'm flying. There's some suction cups.
Suction cups.
You were sucked in, and you were unable to move,
Understood.
and will be stuck there for the next round as you attempt to extricate yourself.
Understood. Any action or bonus action available? or
You
is
may
that
still
that?
take an action.
Oh, perfect.
You were just stuck there now.
Perfect. I would like to cast True Strike.
Ooh.
Within 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Within 30.
Mhm.
I want to point at him with my little tentacle arm. And I want, like, as I'm pointing at him, the kind of crusting to happen.
Yeah.
Which is, in my mind, the way that my my packed weapon kind of forms.
Gotcha.
As
Gotcha.
I pointed him. And True Strike, I now have advantage on him on my next attack.
Absolutely.
That'll be my action, and then that'll end my turn.
Giannis.
All right. While I'm invisible,
Mm-hmm.
then I draw my bow,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take a shot at him, which I have advantage on because I am stealth.
Okay.
Oh, please. All right.
You will roll this with disadvantage
Why would I do that?
because the thrashing of the... So you roll in with advantage for stealth, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to give it to you straight. There's a breeze through the woods as the weeds go through the... Or there's a breeze through the air as the wind tracks around it, and the flailing of his heads make any ranged weapon roll with disadvantage. But we'll give you straight roll for that.
Would I not count that anyway because True Strike's on it?
That's for him.
For him.
I thought I gave it to everybody. The next hit.
It's just me.
Is it really just you?
Just me.
Mhm.
That's lame.
Lame. So you're going to roll at regular.
All right.
And then...
Well, then that first one misses.
Okay. Just one attack.
No, I'm gonna make a second one now.
You may fire when ready. You may fire when ready.
It's an 18 hit it?
An 18 does not hit.
Yeah, I can't roll with that. I'm gonna have to roll regularly.
Your arrow flies and it doesn't even look at it as it just flies through the air. The breeze picks up around everybody, whispering in the air. Giannis, anything else?
No, I'm pretty content.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Roll me a perception check.
If this is for something noticing me,
No.
okay,
It's for you noticing something.
okay, that's fine. Where's my perception? Oh, 13.
13. You look down and like you kind of notice like you're invisible, but like you're still making like an imprint in the mud that is moving.
Would that by chance be counteracted by my boots of Elvenkind? They make no sound, and they don't, regardless of the surface you're moving across, and you have advantage on dex saves on them? Or stealth checks? My bad.
I'll give you advantage on that roll. Alright, give me that description again.
So it says, while you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of your surface you're moving across. You also have advantage on dex or stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
I will give you advantage on this roll of perception.
Okay. 18.
18. You notice like down there, even though you're not making any sound and it doesn't seem to disturb it, the worms that are part of it like are still like reacting to your presence.
Okay, then I'm gonna pitter patter a little bit so that I'm not sinking.
Where are you headed?
I'm just gonna like move like a little bit over here.
Cool.
So that I'm not making too much of an imprint.
Love that so much.
Let's see here. This guy. Top of the round.
Awesome. Sorry.
Breezy.
That's me. First thing I'm gonna do is as a bonus action, I can use an object. That object will be a potion of greater healing.
Yay!
So I need some D4s. I need 3 more. Anybody would like to join me? Perfect. Perfect.
Get 'em.
Alright, so that's gonna give me. Ooh! Oh, okay.
There you go.
So that's 8, 11, 13, plus 4, so 17 hit points back. Not too bad. Let me write that down. I'll add that in a second. And then I'm going to use my movement. Is there... Oh. Thank you. Something strange happened on my screen. What's the environment around right now? Like, is there a brush? Is there some trees? It's swampland.
It is swampy. There are features you could use.
Okay.
Like you are... Yeah, there's like, it's plenty swampy. There's like trees, woods,
Yeah.
lots of bones in the area where you're at right now. You're kind of like at the face of the cave, which it's emerged from and is attacking you.
Gotcha. So I'm looking for... I'd like to take my movement,
Okay.
and hide as my main action.
Okay.
To try and go for...
Is there a particular tree that might be around for her to hide around?
Roll me. I mean, if you'd like to use your action. Wait, you use your bonus action to
Take the potion.
So if you'd like to take your action, you can either try to. Is hide an action?
Hide is a...
Hide is a bonus action.
Is a bonus
Or
action.
you could take it as an action.
For rogues, it's a bonus action.
Yeah. I use an object. They're interchangeable.
Yeah,
in this
absolutely.
circumstance.
She could do them both, hide and take the potion. Either she would take the potion as her action.
So you
or
could like if
hide
you
as a
wanted to
bonus.
find something, so it'd probably be the hide would be your action.
Yeah.
And as part of the hide, if you want to give me a survival check to see what you find.
Sure. Let me pull up my squills. And... Oh, well, it's a 6. And then he rocks. There's a tree.
I'll hide behind this Hydra.
Are you disengaging as well, or are you taking
I
the
don't
attacks
have
of
to.
opportunity?
I'm mobile.
Oh, that's right.
I don't have to disengage.
These fucking
I know.
rogues.
Thank
You ever
you.
tried to hit a rogue? I got 2 hits on a rogue. That might be the first 2 hits I've ever gotten on a rogue. That 63 felt good, son. I'm sorry it had to be you.
glad. I'm gonna go hide somewhere, so I can't distinguish any kind of natural.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So which direction you want to go?
I want to go. I'm gonna. I don't know what that pink stuff is. I don't know if I'm gonna get too close to it. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see from here.
No worries.
Which way are you going?
Look at the screen. Does
Oh,
that
true.
help? This is where you are.
Hello.
Does that help? It doesn't help.
Sort of. It's kind
This
of like
is-
inverted. I guess bring me this way 40
Okay,
feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then I'll take a hide.
Take it a hide.
Do I roll my stealth?
With disadvantage, because you're in the beast lair.
Okay, I'm gonna add my guidance to it.
Yay, guidance!
a dirty 20 plus, 24. There's something about oh no, I moved my movement. Yeah, 24.
All
At
right.
disadvantage.
All right. It doesn't seem so concerned with you anymore. Who is that Giggles up front there?
I was really
It is.
concerned.
And then that's
Bubbles.
Bubbles,
Me.
you,
Avi and Giannis.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in this direction.
Sure.
Like
You
like
or
how
this
yeah, coming towards Giannis.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Am I going to get to Giannis?
You are not quite. If the 20 is your movement,
No,
that
30
about-
is my
oh,
movement.
Then yes, you get right on top of him.
Well, keep me 10 feet back.
Perfect. Yeah. And we'll replace that.
And then you're wearing plate mail, right?
I am wearing plate mail.
Okie dokie.
100.
What were you ask?
3 at the caster. And like you notice the invisibility, it knows where you're at because you're in its lair. And then, and he especially likes invisible crunchy boys. And then,
boys.
because you're there as well.
Texture guy.
And
He likes the-
sensing some type of connection between the two of you. 2 at you, and then 3 at Giannis.
Let me know. Let me know if one hits.
If a 1,
If
No,
any of them hit.
If one hits.
if 1 hits. All right.
Don't
We'll
you
start
have
with
16
Avi
AC?
first then. Avi.
16
I
AC.
do have 16.
19.
19 meets it, beats it, sir.
That's a good noise.
35 points of piercing damage.
Thank you much.
Only one of them hits you.
Nice.
And then Giannis, 16.
Yeah, that's my AC.
2 of them hit you.
All right, only one of them actually hits me.
What happens?
As soon as the first one hits me, I blink away.
Ah,
That's a reaction.
nice. How far can you blink?
60 feet.
60 feet? Which direction are you blinking to?
What's the furthest from this thing?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 or 60.
Yeah, we're going that way. But we're going
I want to go
diagonally.
deep into the paint.
I need you, as you blink away, as you're bleeding from this bite. Let's see how bad you're bleeding.
Yeah, let's see how bad it is.
I'm right where I want to be.
I stopped counting a while ago. I just wanted to get you a little 39 points of piercing damage.
39.
On one hit.
As you like blink back into existence, like he kind of like grabbed you in his jaw for a second and held you up, and another one was coming in to attack you, and you just boom blinked out of existence. Where you landed, like you're bleeding, and all of a sudden the worms from the ground begin to come up on you and attempt to suck at your blood. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Y'all remember those conversations where we're like, oh, a mini-series with these characters?
Dirty 20.
Dirty
To a
20.
mini
You're good. You just kind of push them
I'm
off.
also now
Yeah.
double
Episode
invisible.
one.
This is a
Doubly
I'm
invisible.
doubly invisible.
You still are like within its layers,
I
and
know.
you feel these
I'm just
worms
saying,
on you.
Fun fact, I am double invisible at the moment.
So like everybody else just sees these worms like kind of like starting to crawl up this invisible being, and then the Hydra just turns its head in your direction and Giggles' direction, which is gonna give us and then at the end of it, as he turns around, wherever there was a wound before, like where the rogue had hit it, it heals up.
Perfect.
This guy's so.
It's almost like I should have made this 15th level and not 12.
Epic encounters
We could totally. This is
brought
their-
to you by
this is their
Vibranium
last-
Comics.
This is their last episode. We can always go back in time and do that.
You got 12 levels of them to catch back up with, y'all.
This is gonna be a two-parter because he's gonna take no damage.
Zero. 0 damage.
All right, y'all. Time to break out the big guns. Go ahead.
It's gonna be like a TP.
Giggles.
Hi. I need to move just a little bit closer, and I'm just gonna, as I'm moving forward, I'm just already like spinning my hooked weapon, and I'm ready for a hardcore attack at the 2 heads that are closest to me. I just want to, and I really want to. I've got a hook on one end, and so my intention is to like hook one end and then and so kind of like twist spiraling the necks together. That's my intention. That's what I want to make happen.
It's called Hercules.
You get 3.
Herking out.
You get 3 attacks,
Well, that's my.
and then you have your no. So if you want to do this, I'll say because you have 3 attacks as your fighter,
Yeah,
and
yes,
you
I
get
do.
a pull arm where you get to hit. If you hit with all 3 of the attacks,
Then I can do.
you
that.
might be able to do that.
I really want to spin those
Do you get a
necks
third
around.
attack at like 9th level or something?
I get
15th level or
Well,
12th
yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Really? I actually haven't looked at it that far.
Yeah, fighters
Yeah.
are beasts.
Yeah.
Fighters are beasts.
Hit it really hard.
Well, we'll see what happens. So I'm fighting with my halberd.
You are +9 with your halberd.
Yeah. Yes. So it's all right. So that's 24.
Hits.
Sweet.
I really like that y'all panicked at 24.
Yeah.
21.
You can't trust anything
Hits.
right now.
Nice.
I think we're coming in on the number.
14.
Misses.
Do that.
And now your third. Is it the pole arm? Is it a
I
third
do
attack?
get an
Or is it.
opportunity
bonus
attack
attack?
if it's within
Yeah.
my reach. I automatically get an opportunity attack if it's within my reach. So.
Sorry.
16.
Misses. Roll damage on your 2.
What is it? A D.
What is it? A D12 plus?
D10 plus 5
5.
slashing damage. Yes. So 11 and 6.
Is your halberd a +1 or something?
Plus
It
2.
is a +2. Yes.
Try that damage too.
So 11, 12, 13, and 7.
It's 1d10 plus 5. So each you should add 5 to.
I did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your total?
So that would be 22.
22. You miss. Slice up. Come around. Try again. Hit it. One more miss, but then you come around and slash down, and like one of the heads is just hanging by like one little sinewy strip. And you did your bonus action as your other thing.
I did.
That would be it for giggles. But yeah, one of the heads is just like hanging on by a small little sinewy strip.
And I'm like motioning, like, y'all see that? Hit it. Get it.
7 time Victor.
Man, I got to be doing like mathes and shit.
Yeah. You'll one shot it with 7 attacks.
And next up would be Bubbles.
Bubbles is having war flashbacks.
Do you have bless by
More
chance?
flashbacks.
Do you have bless by chance?
I sure do.
That would be fantastic.
I bet it would, buddy.
Not for you.
As she looks down at her robes. on
As
both
I
of
look
hers.
over at you as you say that, and I go,
She just gave me like
You
the-
did not. Just say that to her.
she's hanging on by a thread and defending me, by the way.
Coughing up blood, just like, I cannot believe
Bubbles is having war flashbacks and of the goblin attack on her entire family and the village being caught up in flames, and the only thing in her head is just kill it with fire, kill it with fire. So she's breaking out 6th level flame strike. So
Just keep it going.
I just kill it with fire. So
Give me advantage on that one. I like invoking your dead family. That's good.
Okay.
Actually, before
Well, no,
you do
that's-
that,
it's
is
a dex
it?
save on your end?
Oh, it's a dex save on
Yeah.
my end.
So then it'd be disadvantage.
I'm gonna roll that with disadvantage.
Okay.
12.
Yeah, misses.
Misses.
Or, no, you miss.
Go ahead and hit him.
Oh, all these D6s, yeah! Give me something. Oh, okay, that's That's nice. That's nice. That's
the lot.
nice.
It's
All right, that's 12. $42.
42.
Yes.
That was worth it.
huge.
So this is just a firebolt that you're throwing at it?
Yeah, it's like a pillar.
It's
like
a pillar that
it's a
descends
pillar
on
that
it.
comes
So
down on
Giggles
it.
like falls back from it and like sees this thing just like hanging by a sinew, and this pillar of flame erupts over two of the heads and disintegrates two of the heads, and two of the husks just sit there flaming. It turns its attention over to you, like the heads just.
Yeah.
And then at the end of, is that your?
I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna throw a healing word.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw a healing word
You
over.
already cast a spell. Even though it's a bonus action, you only cast one spell per turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Every party has a pooper, and this one's name is
I
Brian.
wouldn't have done it if you did.
I wouldn't have got that one either. Good job on that one. Good catch.
All right.
You
Well,
gotta be honest about the rules.
Yeah.
then I ain't gonna do jack.
All right.
Wait.
That would bring us to, or actually, at the end of your turn.
We're gonna die.
We're
In
gonna
the
die
swamp.
in the swamp.
Poor Wilson's never gonna have us to. He's never gonna get the regeneration scroll. Cause we'll die and we can't pay him.
What do we got here? Giggles. Like it roars in pain as two of its heads like husk down to the side. The other heads smash around it. I need Giggles and Ave to give me a strength saving throw as it attempts to knock you from your feet. You're rolling with disadvantage because you're still stuck in the mud.
Understood. Then I have a 2 on the die
2 on the die.
Oh my
and
god.
a natural 20.
Oh,
But that doesn't matter.
yeah. That's a really terrible disadvantage.
So 11 total. No, sorry, 12 total.
Okay. Giggles.
16.
16. Giggles, you manage to like push it off and fall. Like it kind of like pushes you over to the side. You, sir, are knocked prone.
Understood?
Oh no.
And as you're knocked prone, the worms come up and feast around you. And like start to like almost like feel like it's pulling you down into
Sure.
the ground. You're gonna take
Brother!
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Awesome. Understood.
And that's gonna bring us to Avi.
Perfect.
So you're like being sucked down into the ground, but you're feeling like pretty much like at this point I just see like like your big thing. Like it's almost like a camera shot of like you down in the ground and the freaking sword is just like
Excellent.
but you're down on the ground
Sure.
and like you're pulling yourself out. But this Hydra is like over you, so
Sure, definitely. I would love to stand half of my movement.
Mhm.
No worries there. My Chew Strike still active and ready to go. I'm going to unload a Great Weapon Master attack onto his neck side.
yeah.
So I'll be rolling at advantage. Come on, baby.
That sucks so bad.
That is a miss. On one of my attacks, a natural 1 and a 4 on the die.
Oh, it could have been so
It
spicy.
could have been really nice.
Oh.
Stay.
It's for until the end of my next turn. But I don't know if it's on my next attack.
On
I'm
your
going to take a
first
look
attack.
now. On my first attack. Alright, so I'm no longer at advantage, but I will take my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
As I am. And I will do another Great Weapon Master just because. That's who
Okay.
Ooh, that's not terrible though. 9 plus 11 minus 5 is not a hit.
It is not a hit,
It's
sir.
not a hit. So I will stand there. I will bonus action Hex though on this creature. Let me see if I have to attack first. No, I do not. So bonus action Hex. I would like to Hex him. I imagine there's like a purpley kind of aura around him.
Purple flame.
Purple flame. Purple flame. Purple flame. Where is Hex at?
We need
Or
like a
magical effect.
key, like a little guide for
Right.
the side of that box, because every time.
There's a guide on the underside of it.
Why don't we use it?
Because I removed all of them from their initial spot.
Oh.
Oh, I meant like a color.
Yeah, there was a color guide.
So it's got this orange or this purplish glow about it.
Sure.
That'll
That'll end my turn, partner.
end your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. That's 100%. I'm not gonna leave Bubbles alone or Giggles alone at the Hydra. So I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
Did you, when you fell down, did you happen to see my hand out like in the murder anywhere? Just checking.
There were worms.
What's save did you give disadvantage on?
I would love. So we've fought together. I would love to be able to ask this question and get a good answer because I would know it beforehand. What disadvantage? What ability check gives you guys the most benefit for me giving it this disadvantage? Dexterity or wisdom?
What do we stand the most to gain?
Correct. If it had disadvantage on
saving-
wisdom check, correct on saving throws.
If it had them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Or on
probably-
ability checks rather, so not saving throws, ability checks. So it doesn't really help us that much.
No, it's saving throws.
I don't
ability
do a
checks.
lot of magic, and my one magic doesn't
I always
affect
thought it
either
was
of those
saving
things.
throws.
Cool. I'm gonna say.
It's probably a question for you.
I'm gonna say dexterity. I'd love to give it a disadvantage on dexterity
Yes, do
checks
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
as they happen.
Okay. That's a text.
In perception, that's intelligence.
Oh no, perception is wisdom.
Well, then I would love for it to have wisdom.
Gotcha.
Disadvantage on
I was
wisdom.
gonna say it would benefit me a lot more to have wisdom.
He can't see
but-
your ass now. More than likely. He's still gonna be rolling.
More than likely.
All right.
He can't see you as presumably.
They're
Giannis.
friends.
Give me 1 second. Just checking something. I feel dumb. I don't like being wrong. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do the dumb thing because I have a pea brain, and I'm just gonna fire 2 more shots at it because I'm an idiot.
With the bow?
Yeah, with the bow.
With the bow.
What the dog doing?
It doesn't care about. Is it still doing that thing with the heads?
What thing with the heads?
With the dangling.
Like where you're like
It's literally
it's got
why
2
we're
husks.
here,
Oh, that is having disadvantage on my rage attacks.
Huh? Oh, with your disadvantage on your
Oh, are they
Yeah,
moving all
is
around?
it still making it neutral, or
Are they?
do I have my advantage?
You can have advantage.
Okay, cool.
Aw.
You can have
What a gracious
advantage.
ruler.
I only built this character to work this way.
I don't want to take your flavor away from it. So he's like a stealthy assassin,
Yes.
sniper boy,
Yes.
snipey boy, huh?
Yeah.
Snipey boy.
He's a
Snipey
warlock.
boy, snipey warlock. I love it.
All right, 21 to hit
21 does hit, yes sir.
for the first attack. Second attack, give me a natural 20. 17. No.
17 does not hit, no.
All right, I gotta figure out actually calculate this. It's a D8. Where are my D8s? D8 plus a lot plus more.
Lots, that's a lot.
All right. I think I just rolled 1 die. If it's not a crit. So 4 plus 10 plus 10. Pluses. Oh, plus. I should have written this down. I feel like I had notes for this. For 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage.
If it matters, 5 of that is necrotic.
He does not care about necrotic damage.
As in resisted, or...
No.
Okay.
He cares about some damage, but not necrotic. 30 points. Another one of his heads kind of like hangs on the side, and like the necrotic, like you kind of feel like the energy starts to like come up it, but then all of a sudden like it begins to grow back, and he lets out a bellowing roar.
I would like that to be the head that I shot, or that it's bit.
Yeah, that's so like it's like as it lets out this roar, like it heals back, and the necrotic energy like spits out of its mouth, and like where the 2 husks were, 2 more heads emerge again.
What?
Oh,
I'm going to take
False.
my movement and
It's
start
doing the
moving
thing it
this
does.
way.
It's
1,
doing
2,
regenerative effects.
However,
5, 6.
Dexterity check.
oh yeah,
Is it when you go past it, or?
mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you had to go through it. That's a sad feeling. That's a 10.
That's a
10. You are stuck in the mud.
Sorry, man.
And you lose your motion for through the next round.
I didn't want to move anyways.
If it makes you all feel better, like as you see like the two heads emerge, the two heads like don't like seem like fully formed, and there is a little bit of damage, almost where there was scar tissue where your blades went through, and they seem like damaged and burned where the flames had hit them.
Are they blind by any chance?
They're not blind. That's gonna take us to the top of the round in Breezy.
That's me. I'm gonna go ahead and take another potion. Do that for my bonus action.
I know.
That was the 4d4 plus 4. Come here. It's slippery. Come here. Alright, and that's gonna be... Ooh, okay. It's 8, 12, 13, so that's 17 again. And then I have a question. I tried to search it, but it seems to me, can I dash and stay in stealth?
You can certainly try.
Still dashery?
Does my movement affect my stealth condition?
You may certainly try.
Okay, so there wasn't an answer.
Roll me a
That's
survival
like
check
that.
before you do any of
That's
this.
DM
Okay.
forget fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, a survival check. It's a 15.
15? You haven't felt very stealthy this whole time. Like, as you've been moving and hiding and everything, these worms and these beings, like, seem to be crawling all over you.
Okay, so he probably already knows where I am. Then who cares? I'm going to... I would like to dash. It's going to be hard for me to direct
Well,
this,
yeah,
David,
no
so
problem,
help me
no
out.
problem.
I want to end up, like, to his left, about 40 feet.
This way?
Yeah, 40
Perfect.
feet to his left. But I have 80 dash, so how far can I get?
You can get all the way there. If
Okay,
you like.
perfect. Alright. That's all I can do. I've already taken, because I took
Okay.
the potion. That's the most I can do. But I gotta get over there.
Oh, I should have done that as a bonus action.
I love when it's turn. Oh.
Not bad, not bad,
I'm not in a great position.
not great. Not bad. I have at least 2 hits according to how bad it did been over there.
How many heads does it have currently?
5.
Okay.
With like 2 deformed baby ones
Yeah.
for now.
Its tail lashes. I need Avi and Giggles
Oh no.
to make me Constitution saving throws.
Come on, Giggles.
Oh, that's a shame.
Giggles.
13.
13.
You're so close. And a 23.
23. Giggles. The tail lashes you.
There we go.
You shoot
I get a tail.
right to the edge there. Flying through the air, you land in this pile of flowers.
Further back or here?
So
Huh?
Flowers.
Or
Like
further-
right into the flowers.
I love.
What is that? 40?
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Mine's auto-added and all those.
Yeah, I haven't been adding the 5
Oh, okay.
addition.
I
No.
just noticed it. So you're in the flowers now?
Guess.
You land in the flowers.
Achoo!
It's a safer place to be at.
I might be allergic to pollen.
You're about to be allergic to a lot more than
that's
that.
how she goes.
Yeah, right,
You
she's
take,
allergic.
Last bit of
reaction.
HP.
Sounds about right.
Give me some Baytril, or I mean,
Benadryl.
Benadryl, yeah. Not,
The
that's
old
8, 9,
Benadryl.
10.
don't give me a reflux.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you land in these flowers. I need you to roll me a d6.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oops, 2.
Did you just pray?
Would you roll a 2?
2.
The flowers like seem to erupt
Did
this
you just pray to kill the Hydra?
like spores and everything around you,
Reading.
and you take them in, and it's actually kind of pleasant.
No?
Way to roll a 2.
I said on my next turn, I'm going to use my disguise.
You, David, did not. You withstood the tail. What was your?
Correct. I succeeded with a 23.
You succeeded with the 23.
But I don't know if that's half or something.
You're going to
Pray to anybody who will hear this
take
point right now.
There's lots of tables.
only 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hey, chat. Maybe we all.
It
get
is
inspiration
going
dice.
to move towards Bubbles.
Towards Bubbles.
Yep, 5, 10, 15, 20.
20 gets you 5.
20 gets me there. Because of the tail attack, you do not get the attack of opportunity.
Understood.
Bubbles, especially the burned, scarred ones, look down on you and
Neat. Are the
What am I
people
looking for
square
here?
away still 10 feet away, or because it has limbs that stretch out, are they 5 feet away?
At 10 feet away. So they would be 10 feet away from it, but it has a 10-foot range, so it could still hit you. I don't know if that was your question.
I'm thinking about sneak attack and how would they have to
Oh.
be?
Your ally has to be within 5, or you have to advantage.
It is engaged with someone else, so you would still get sneak attack.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, it only works with only if your allies are engaged.
What am I looking for here, Bubbles? 17?
If your allies are only engaged, if they're within their reach.
If
So-
there's a debate, I'll ask you in a minute and see us time.
You go out of the way of one of them, boom, a Hydra head goes right next to you, but then another one grabs you and stomps you and throws you up into the air as two of the Hydras go and grab you by the arms and hold you between the two of it.
Oh,
Oh no!
oh shit. No!
Oh yeah. Y'all ain't gonna have no healer. Good luck. Oh no!
Uh,
I'm having some trouble with
Can we get an F in the chat?
Yeah, have some chat.
Okay.
Bubbles is done.
That's not gonna go good.
Those were heavy dice, too.
We're attached to Bubbles already.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just go sob tonight. NBD.
Oh, I just realized that's my mini. From the
Yes.
one night of your campaign.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. The one night before this
Just
stuff started.
realized. Yeah.
Bubbles, you take 93 points of piercing damage. Bubbles is held up between two heads,
Boy.
with one directly below it with its mouth open.
Is that
Cool.
Is that it?
I'm at 29, folks.
Really?
Oh, hell. This isn't...
Oh, this has been fun.
We need to hit it right now.
Giggles!
Giggles, you better hit it 7 times.
I need to get to it.
Oh god, you're on the other
Yeah, because he propelled her
I
backwards.
mean, yeah, I got thrown away.
Oh, she's dead. She is gone.
You're 60 feet away.
I could
really-
sprint
Mm-hmm.
in its general direction,
Mm-hmm.
and I will.
You can get all the way to it.
Yes, but I'm not going up to its face. Like I'm kicking over here to the side. Like
Sure.
I'm out of.
Like back in this area?
No, I want to be where I can get it. Like maybe up under its flank.
Perfect, understood.
I'm aiming for like.
If you get within 5 feet of it, you won't have to figure out if sneak attack works.
Her polearm works at 10.
My pole arm works at 10, so as long as I'm there, as long as I'm there, and then I want to attack the crap out of it. I'm definitely going with the hook end.
You made it there?
Yeah.
You would only be able to attack with your bonus action by chance.
Yeah, you'd only be able to hit it with your
No,
bonus
she
action.
can't
But I
even do
have my
that.
bonus
Yeah.
action.
You
Don't
have
I?
to attack it to use the bonus action.
Just.
So you
I
could
thought I just
action
had to do-
surge.
And
Oh, you could action surge. Yeah, you have an action surge. You get one per long rest.
Okay.
And does that give her all 3 attacks? Or
That gives
I
gives
need
her
to
all
do
3
that,
attacks,
yes.
and she can still bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah, you need that.
Yes. That's
yeah,
what we're
this
doing.
is definitely the time.
That's definitely what we're doing. This is.
I
the
see you
time.
like running
This is
towards
the
it,
time.
and like you can't quite make it, but then like what is it? What do you think your action surge is? Do you like dig deep, or do you like?
My action surge is that my eyes grow very large and I just start laughing hysterically. and suddenly I'm like catapulted by
You go
by
climbing
all
up
the
its tail
insanity.
from behind. You like go like up its tail and like start to slice at one of the heads holding Bubbles. 3 halberd attacks and a bonus attack.
I don't want to slice directly at the head though. Is it okay if I like go more for where anatomically I suspect that the like carotid artery or the jugular, like I want to go for like a major vein. I'm not going for these silly little heads that are chasing us. I know they've got my girl, but like I want to go for like the more of the core of the body of the beast.
If you hit 3 times.
If I almost want to do things. So.
You should do 21 3 times.
You just gotta.
You got a 50-50.
You got plus 9 to hit.
Okay, well,
Alright,
you know,
rip.
we're ramping
Alright,
up.
so,
Slow start.
yes. So yeah, I only rolled a 5.
We get 3 more attacks.
You get to keep going.
Just yeah, okay. Alright, here we
We
go.
believe.
Oh my god.
You know, can I get a different?
Yeah.
Dice jail!
Yeah, go to dice jail.
Alright.
Okay,
17.
17 plus 9 hits, yes.
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 And then your bonus action attack.
I thought. Okay, so
Yes.
yes, I also would like to attack the crap out of it some more with my
Pummel
my-
hit.
You just
Yeah.
keep going.
yeah. So I don't know. This is
Good.
terrible. Yes. Okay. So actually, yeah, that's not bad. So 13 plus 9 is 22,
Uh-huh.
and yes.
Altogether is 22?
So yes.
You're like, chink, chink, cutting off of it, and then you manage to make a large incision in one of them, and then you back up in it, and it's like starting to waver as it's holding, like, between its 2 things. It's starting to waver as it's holding Bubbles, but it's still connected and not
Did I
quite
get to
falling.
the jugular? Did I get to any of the veins?
You were just kind of like wildly like chopping at
just
it.
flailing.
You got a
I'm-
D4 and a D10.
I'm
So what was that,
basically
22
flailing at
altogether?
it.
No, that was her to hit.
I'm flailing at it.
Oh, that was your hit? Your 22 was the hit?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was damage.
No.
No,
What's your
she has all
damage?
that.
We hadn't got to do shit.
Okay, yeah, so you get 2 hits. So you get 2 of those.
Okay,
Here you go, here you go.
Sorry. 9 plus 5. Right?
Yep,
Yeah.
plus the
Right.
1d4 plus 5.
Yeah.
Plus your plus 1 from the weapon.
9 plus 5 plus my strength? Oh. Okay.
Or my bad.
No, it's
dex.
just 1d10
You
plus
have it on
5.
your dex.
Oh, that's even better, actually. So that's 19.
19 points of
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah.
12 plus 9 is 19?
No, this is... So my dex is plus 5, and my damage is... It says, D10 plus 5.
Yeah, your total damage is
What-
1d10
okay.
plus
Is your
5.
halberd not a magical weapon?
It is.
It is.
It's a plus 1?
Yeah, but
It's a
that's
plus
it's
2.
counted in there
It's
already.
a plus 2. But that's...
It's a plus 2? Then it,
Yeah.
should be a plus 2 to your damage.
It's a plus 3, so her damage is plus 5. Her damage is normally
It's
plus
already
3.
counted in.
Yeah, it's like it auto added it on my...
I thought you were using dex for your weapon.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Then
He's
So plus 5.
Plus 5.
Okay.
1d10 plus 5. 12.
Yes.
And then your 1d4 hit for your bonus action.
Yes.
Plus 5.
3 plus 5, so 8.
So 20 altogether?
Yes.
My previous thing stands about the jugular slightly holding open.
Nice.
The neck slightly holding on. Bubbles still caught between the 2 of them.
Sure. Oh, sorry.
Well, this is how I wanted to go.
Oh no.
I was trying to go for it.
Hey,
You know.
20.
YOLO.
Man, math and his shit is hard. All right. Bubbles.
come on, Bubbles.
I'm throwing mass cure wounds, cause
You can attempt to escape.
Bubsy.
I can. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Buble, like Michael.
Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, come on.
Ooh. I'll do great there, but let's find out.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 4.
Somebody chatted. It was good while it lasted, folks.
That was me. I've been rolling really good too, and that was not one of them. Whew. I'm aware.
28 piercing
Didn't feel
damage.
so- didn't sound so
Okay.
You're not dead yet.
I have 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
I'm hanging on by a
Don't sniff too hard. Get some of the
thread.
pollen. You're gonna go down.
Oop.
Oy. Oy.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Avi.
Awesome. I'm going to turn and do a similar thing, is run up on the back of it if that's possible, and start slashing away with
Absolutely.
my thingamabob. I'm going to so I'm going to attack Great Weapon Master. I know I shouldn't this time, but I'm going to anyways. I'm so sorry, guys. But
Play with your heart.
Let's do this. All right, so it's into a 30 and then at -5, so I'm somewhere around 25.
Yeah, you got it.
24.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. That is going to be. I'm going to smite it with everything that I can possibly smite it with at this point in time. So it's going to be a 3rd level smite. I'm going to get rid of one of those.
Good stuff.
So that is going to give me a total of 4d8.
Spicy.
Eldridge Smite as well, getting rid of a 1 level or a 2nd. So
I feel like tentacles, like black crackly eldritch tentacles, like erupt behind you and begin to like go up your sword as you hold it above your head and slash out.
You got it. Go plus 10 there also. And then because it is hexed, I get a d6.
This is the level 12 action I've been waiting on,
Yeah,
kids.
Me too. I tell you what, me too. Can I get 2 more d8s? If got, I got a d8 here.
I got 2 right.
Thank you so much. Sorry, guys, I appreciate it. And I'll take a d6 from this little pile here. Thank you so much.
Little bit of this.
And I'll do a plus 10 on top of whatever this is. Oh, that's not terrible. We got a 10. We have a 22, 24, 26, 29, 39 points of damage on my first attack.
Oh yeah, baby!
The paladin is
Wow!
awoken.
Someone came to finally hit,
Feel
huh?
the briny
Yeah,
sting.
baby.
Feel the briny
Yeah,
stew,
baby.
kids. Wow!
Perfect. Second attack. Do I get to the option of Great Weapon Master on my second attack also? I think I do.
I'm gonna give it to you because I like it.
10.
Yeah, you do get it on that.
21 minus 5. I do not hit.
Oh!
But I enjoyed
Just
that
the
damage.
passion of
The
first
39
one. Yeah.
points of damage. You managed to sever 2 of the heads off. You and Giggles pretty much like come out the back. Giggles like took that one out, and you come through like right behind her and snap that one head and go over to the other one and let down that smite. That smite, and the 2 heads fall to the ground. Bubbles
Falls to the ground.
is
Oh, no.
falling.
No!
Giannis! Bubbles!
Wait.
Can I reach
Try
down my
it.
hook real quick and catch her? Can I catch her with my hook?
You did the attack.
I still have movement and bonus action technically. I would love to be able to, and it would take an opportunity attack if I did run away from it to get to her.
How far away is she?
5,
Right there.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Can I reaction
10,
Misty
20,
Step
25.
underneath her?
Can you? That's badass.
So you, like, I see you, so if you're taking your action, like, you go jumping up the other head, which
bonus,
was
yeah.
down there waiting under her. I'll let you jump up over it. And we're going to roll dexterity on you. You're going to be, like, jumping up to, like, try to save her. And you're going to Misty Step over there at the same
I'm
time.
gonna Misty Step underneath her to try.
All right, brothers, impress me with how this looks.
Sounds good.
Okay? How does this look?
Okay.
So, like, you guys, so, like, Bubbles is plummeting. You're going, like, up over the head, and you're misty stepping at the same time.
Yep. Okay, so if I may, and we'll see what the rolls do, and if this makes sense. But I like to think that the mouth that was holding her is the head I cut.
Yeah.
I see her body falling as the neck kind of swoops up through my slice, and I dive. I grab her and hook underneath to kind of break the fall. As I'm falling, misty step underneath to catch both of us.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sound good?
What
All
are we
right,
rolling?
I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Perfect.
I need a strength saving throw from you.
And
Let's
plus
set some
5.
numbers
Yeah,
here. What do we
please.
think? Let's set some numbers.
okay.
All right. This isn't easy, especially after you just did an attack. So I'm gonna set your dex. You're wearing plate, aren't you?
I am.
So I'll set you at 16.
Understood.
And then strength.
Very fair.
Strength. You know what? I'll set you both at 16.
Fair. That's tough. Fair though.
It is really
That's
tough.
fair. I'm heavy, plate armor plus someone.
Oh yeah, and he's wearing plate, and you're catching her as well.
Negative.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Come on.
Help me,
You are-
Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
you are definitely taking some damage, Ryan. It's just a matter of whether or not you save bubbles. So go ahead, give me 16s,
Come on.
both of you guys.
Oh god.
2, 3. I definitely got mine.
Oh
Definitely got mine.
Hey, remember the inspiration time?
You're all in, baby! Yeah!
Oh, sorry, camera. Let's go.
All right, baby.
One more time.
14
plus 5?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
minus-
19.
Minus 2? 17!
You both lay on the ground holding bubbles as she's miraculously saved on the ground.
Perfect.
And you're all just like,
Now tell me he has an opportunity attack on me.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Not just an opportunity attack. A full legendary round.
Oh
But the good news is there's only 3 heads left.
Perfect. I'll take it.
So how are we sitting right now with you holding bubbles and him below you?
Correct.
So you're like
bubbles. Fuck.
But you saved me from the fall, and that'll be my fondest last memory.
You're literally gonna die in his arms.
Didn't use
Perfect.
most of.
That's how I wanted to go.
Didn't use my last escape method for that or nothing.
It was such a large effort.
oh my god, it's so good. It's such a good effort. I'm not going to attack bubbles.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put 3 on Avi and 1 on Giannis.
Okay.
Because goddamn, that was good. And you used the point of inspiration, so it's like brotherly love with the Hydra.
I felt bad about the dry cleaning.
Dry cleaning redemption.
She comes to. You're forgiven about the dry cleaning.
No, I come to. I still hate you.
I know.
All right, 3 on Giannis.
wow.
Oh wow.
You said 3?
Yeah. 2 on me, 1
No,
on him, I think.
Yeah, 3 on Avi, 1 on Avi. Wow, only 1 hit.
Yes, baby.
Oh, that's
Way
what
to
you
be
need.
platey boy. So
Baby boy.
9, 4.
I live for this shit.
So fun.
That is still 43 points of piercing damage. And then 2 on.
I thought it was 1. You said it had 3 attacks?
Yeah, that was 1
3 on
hit.
his.
Yeah, 2 on you. So that was 1
it has
hit.
5?
No, one.
Oh
his
no,
head
you're
falls
right.
off.
Yeah, 2 of the heads are gone, so 3. So yeah, all 3 on him then. Ah. Brotherly love. So he's like just laying on top of all you, and
Perfect.
it just
That's
comes
ideal.
down.
Wait,
Although he did have an opportunity attack,
Excellent.
so there is 1 more attack.
Oh, okay. Okay. As soon as the attack is over, I will do the thing. Let's see if I'm alive.
Awesome.
It misses.
Yes.
Do the
Hellish
thing.
fucking rebuke.
Hellish
Sorry.
rebuke.
Sorry.
We're gonna bleep that in post.
At second level.
Sorry, Sully's parents.
So we're doing 2d10.
That's what it's gonna be every time. It's like,
Can we put those on shirts?
Yeah, baby.
Right,
Yeah.
Sorry, Sully's
What is that?
parents.
An 18 total.
that'll be the first merge.
18 damage.
18 damage for the Hellish Rebuke, where fire comes from the ground. Very similar to what you saw in the carriage, But now on this,
Is it purple
So
fire?
like it just like it like goes and stomps on you and like it's like grabbing down on you and just fire explodes around you and it like goes back and is like reeling above you as the 3 heads are there and the 2 stumps are like hanging over you. That was an additional 18 damage.
yeah,
Awesome.
nice.
All right. And that will bring us to the top of the round to Breezy.
Woo! Oh, that's
Breezy.
me.
That's you. That's you.
Did I
Okay.
have like a full turn?
Did you have
Oh, I went. It's now and now.
No, yeah, Giannis, you're up. Go.
Oh, you
just-
Well, I don't know. So you came, you ran, you misty stepped.
I did a bonus, or not a bonus, but
Misty Step's reaction.
Misty step is
well, it's a
reaction.
bonus action, but I asked if I could do it as a reaction.
Well, you caught him, and then you hit the ground.
Am I
So,
on the ground?
yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Especially because you got, like, hit. Or you grab them and you're on the ground. You probably take a little damage, but it was cool.
Yeah.
So, bonus awesome points.
Can I squirm out? Or do I have enough movement to resummon my bow while on the ground?
I'll say it's, like, right there. So, like, is your bow a summonable?
Yeah,
Or
because it's a packed weapon.
we'll say at the top of the next round you're holding it.
Okay. Then, you know what?
Oh, sorry.
Then, I would like to cast Chill Touch then. while
Chill
on the ground,
touch while holding it.
While holding the bow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a verbal and somatic.
Probably gonna have to be your next round because I'm gonna give you landed and you hit it and then you're holding the bow now.
So I'm gonna lose my whole turn.
Yeah, you went and you caught someone and you did the cool combo thing and you landed on the ground and you hit and like maybe as a bonus action we'll give you holding the bow. I know, but unfortunately the Hydra has other ideas.
What if I had? I could attack.
Yeah,
There's a way to do it.
Unfortunately, not.
Unfortunately, we'll pick up with that in just a minute because we're going to Breezy.
Wait. I got one more thing I can potentially do.
All right.
I don't need. Verbal and somatic.
Sorry about you.
Yeah. Never
Yeah, and you're stuck under bubbles at the moment.
Okay, my turn.
Breezy!
Okay, so sneak attack question. Wait, no, somebody's on the tail still. That is within 5 feet.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get sneak attack. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
you're definitely going to get sneak. This might be the moment you're waiting for.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going up to it, and I'm gonna
After you, so foolishly went running right up to him the
Yeah.
first time.
Wreck his bungle.
It happens. Let's go.
Do stabby.
I'm gonna do a stab. Okay. That's a 19 to hit. That just doesn't hit, does it?
No, just
Your
misses.
bless
I got
isn't,
another
isn't
one.
in effect still, is it?
Sing.
No,
Bless.
it's guidance.
Oh, guidance. That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
Sorry.
All right, I'll go again.
Fortunately, we never got bless.
Oh my gosh,
Would've been
that's
really
not
good for
gonna
a
hit
minus
either. That's a
five.
13. Well, I'm just going back to
It's like you're just like you're kind of like back at its hamstring trying to like hit it, but it's like its hide is just too thick.
Like Bubbles is a queen, you perv.
Your
I'm just
stealth
gonna
was
back
so
it
good
up.
he didn't even feel it.
And then I am
While
gonna
she's on
back
you.
up
Hey,
from there
stuff that
after
bless
that. Not like so far that I can't make it. I guess what did I go? I did 30.
You have tons of movement. 5, 10. Don't you move 40? You have plenty of move to go back and then back if you want.
Just take me back to like 20 or something. Yeah, that's fine. Just like move out a little bit. Just give it. I want a little space. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that tail, you don't want to.
That was not my round.
So about that.
Still converged on Avi.
Sure.
Like you've just like hellish rebuked it, and you're like standing there looking up at it. The 3 heads lash down at you.
Come on, baby. Missing.
2 of them are hitting you. I need you. 2 of them hit. I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
An 18.
18, you manage to, like, it takes you and it throws you up into the air, but you manage to rip yourself out of its teeth.
I know it doesn't matter, but I totally lied. It was a 23.
You're still good.
Yeah.
Oh.
57 points of piercing damage.
57, I'm down.
You are very down.
Brother,
Yes.
Negative down.
If
Yeah.
it were a thing, I would.
Yeah.
I am now making death saves, ladies.
So like, it crashes down at you. You manage to pull yourself out of its grips when it falls down, but another head comes over and grabs you and flings you into the ground. You're down in the mud. Your great sword just kind of turns back into a regular arm. That'll bring us to Giggles.
Come on, Giggles.
Well, I have to attack it some more times.
Mhm.
Bobby.
You're still standing up on its head now, where there's like two husks.
Get into
One of them is like kind of breezy, but like it just like it threw Avi up in the air, and is like you just saw him fall into the ground, and you're standing behind these three heads still, kind of like riding behind it.
Word. All right. I would like to definitely. Oh man. Yeah, I'd like to use my pole arm and
You give me 3 hits, and
Do some
we'll give you a little extra something.
do some things. All right, we're just gonna do it all at once this time. Whoa, that's terrible. Nat 1. Hi, how you doing? And yeah, I know. 14 hits, right?
14 plus 9.
14 plus 9. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what's the other one?
And then 4.
And then your bonus action for the pole arm.
And oh yeah, I forgot about that. Plus 9. So
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
yeah.
That's the magic
Yeah,
number.
okay.
We have
So-
discovered the magic number.
So
nice.
right, so I get my 2d10s, right?
1d10 plus 5 and 1d4 plus 5.
And 1d4 plus 5. Where are you? Come here. That's 20.
20 points?
Yeah.
That was 1 hit and a bonus hit, right?
Yeah.
You miss with 1 hit, it falls off of it. You come around with another hit and pull back up, and you start to like sever its artery, and you come back and hit it with another one. But as you like come up for your last one, you slip with your natural 1 and plummet and fall down into the ground. You take
I'm in the ground.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. You're down below it now, looking up at it. You look over to next to you just in time to see the sword arm of Avi like come back, like turn back into its regular form as the light starts to fade out of him. There is one of the heads is just like holding on barely. Oh, Bubbles. You didn't do no fire damage last turn.
Get off anything, no.
That head.
No. I know. I know.
Begins to form back, and another one bursts back up from what was there.
I like it.
We are back up to 4 heads, but it is still
I don't think
damaged.
any of us have that, really.
What?
Fire damage.
No, but I have chill touch or subsequent.
Yeah, my hellish rebuke. I wonder, but that didn't.
No, it's not gonna. Yeah.
Bubbles,
Mm-hmm.
you're up.
Wait, you said no fire damage. The reaction Hellish Rebuke was fire damage.
Was Hellish Rebuke
is-
fire? Never mind.
Sorry.
Back down to
I
3
wish I would've
heads,
known that. I
kids.
would've mentioned
We
it
left 3
specifically.
heads.
Yay! All
Sorry
right,
about
good,
that,
good, good. Yes, awesome. No, good.
I am.
Spoiler: it doesn't like fire damage.
Combat
Shocking. I'm doing mass healing ward at 5th level.
Ooh.
Because we're all in need of it, and
Big.
everybody's in the 60 feet.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the 60 feet.
I feel like
Although
we're
it's
like
open.
I feel like it's that moment in the movie where like all of a sudden like you fall down, like you just had the great moment and like you're having the comeback and like you fall, but like all of a sudden it comes back and takes you, like you're down on the ground and Giggles was up there trying to do it, but then she trips and falls and like everything gets all quiet and it's like right before Avengers like Cap on your left. But now it's like Bubbles all of a sudden. So Bubbles, you reach down and you pray to your God and you do this. What does this look like? Because this is like the savior moment.
Yeah, like this is the one moment where you actually see Bubbles kind of like in the zone at peace, even in like her dying point. She's just like she's holding.
Are you
that stick
still
with the
a
vines.
goblin, or are you
Oh, I'm-
actually turning back into your?
No, but you see her kind of like almost radiate a little bit. Like you see like this kind of like halo, if you will, around her whole.
And you
like,
said-
her whole aura changes.
And
a
you
little
said
bit.
like it's an oak tree branch.
Yeah. It's
The
an
oak tree
branch,
branch, like
vines
around
wrapped
you,
around it.
it like actually goes down into the earth, and it looks like it almost begins to cleanse the earth around you. Go ahead and roll
I
it.
like the visual there.
Sorry if you die.
Oh, that's nice actually. So that's 14 plus 11, so 25.
That's my
25 to everybody.
Everybody gets 25 points.
25 points, everybody.
Everybody gets 25 points.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's super sweet.
That's a really good healing word.
Fifth level spells.
We need it. We need a little bit. We need to pick me up.
I'm so glad that I get to go.
Bonus action.
Jack shit for bonus
Yeah,
actions because
we
I got
burn
spells.
those things.
I know it's off the map, but is there? Well, no, because if I back up, he's getting an opportunity attack. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna stay put. I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm Gucci.
Avi.
Awesome. I am going to use my 3rd level Eldritch Invocation, and I'm going to cast Slow on this creature.
Okay.
It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. It's looking to beat a 17.
Isn't that the one you gave it to?
Yeah, it has
with-
disadvantage on that,
No,
correct?
we lost concentration.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You said wisdom?
Correct?
You're not very smart.
Yes, I
That would
figured
be
as
an
much.
11.
Excellent. All right, he now has half speed,
Okay.
Big dumb.
minus
bad.
2 to his AC,
Okay.
all we
Oh.
got.
and minus
Remember
2
that.
to dexterity saves.
He also
Okay.
only gets one attack.
He gets 1 attack. You get an action or a bonus action.
I love it.
And in that action or bonus action, you only get to attack 1 time.
Even with his 5 hits.
Even with his 5 hit. Now,
No, he's down to
so-
3.
So argument here, which I love, is I get to pick 4 creatures and cast this spell on
head.
If you want to give them separate heads, which I love. I love that.
We're gonna. He gonna have
You're
at
way
least
too
for this
excited about
round.
this. You're like,
Yeah,
I
no.
love this.
At this level, you all are powerful enough, and you've just come to. Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, actually, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you.
Right, yeah.
Actually, I think there's actually a slow.
And that is an action to cost, and that means that I have a bonus action left. I wish I could, man. There's no way you're gonna let me Misty Step with bubbles, is there?
With bubbles, no.
Okay, I understand. I wouldn't have let me do that either.
I wouldn't let you do that.
Put it all for.
I also vote no.
Oh, he only
Look
has
at all
3
his
heads currently, I
necklaces.
think.
Yeah, he only has 3 heads, so.
Let me see if there's any
That's some nice jewelry
bonus action that I can do before I give up my turn. Please and thank you.
It's my tree topper right there.
I'll recast
Just
Hex
as she walks in,
as
Okay.
my bonus action.
tears, giggles.
Absolutely.
I've used a spell. I've used my invocation.
Also would ruin her slow.
Oh,
Concentration.
good, good,
Oh my
good
gosh,
call.
it
Okay,
reminds
so
me
yeah,
of
I will
Six
not. I will do
Flags.
nothing.
Like
I
whenever
will.
they would have they don't.
I feel like I have to move. It's not. It'd be dumb to stay, but you guys are get closer.
That's like the
Yeah.
closest scare me.
What?
So she's actually not up there. She fell down.
Oh yeah, I'm down on the
Okay,
ground.
perfect.
Which side did I fall?
Directly in front of him, next to wherever.
Oh.
Avi was.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right, get the glamour shot where we're all
No,
like
why
sitting
y'all-
I
together.
know, right?
Y'all didn't invite me.
Yeah.
Anyway. You guys want to
I'm just gonna keep slashing at the booty
We
over
need-
here, you guys.
We need the Avengers
Sorry,
shot.
Greg.
right
Bear
here.
with me a
Yeah.
moment.
You got it.
Thanks, buddy.
Maybe healing hands on yourself.
Ah, that's a bonus action. That's definitely.
Yeah.
I have a whole 30 left. So I will lay on hands. No, it's 1 action, sir.
Unless Greg's nice and
Nope,
it
nope,
makes that a
nope.
useful ability.
Nope, nope, nope.
Potion.
Potion. Oh, down a greater healing potion. That's a good call.
I should do that at some point too.
And that'll end my turn, sir.
All right, that'll bring us to Giannis.
Alright, now that I have my bow in my hand, because you said I had that now.
You do. So, like, you're, like, standing up at this point. You've been healed. Like, you're coming up from Bubbles' attack, like, pretty much directly below it. Like, just staring up. Like, one head's a little janky and the other two are still looking pretty good. One head is incredibly janky. Like, it's pretty much, like, falling, like, hanging there, like,
The
not
jank
looking
is
too
just
good.
impeccable.
Cool thing about Sharpshooter is I don't care about being engaged with the target. Another cool thing, I've not lost concentration yet, so I'm still in.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish. As ish as we've been the whole time, as you're obviously in the...
So I'm gonna take 2 attacks at this bad boy.
You got it.
Please not 20.
I'm
I
gonna
wanna do
take
this
2
one
attacks
time.
right here.
18 is the number you're looking for now only. With its slow attack.
Oh wait, I have +1. That's an 18. Sure. So one of them hits. The first one hits.
One of
Second
them's
one.
theirs.
Please not 20. Oh, no. Alright. How bad is this thing looking?
Huh?
How bad is this thing looking?
2 of the heads look real good. One of them looks real bad.
But how's the body?
It's had some attacks and some damage to it, but...
Where's my D10? I bet D8. What'd you do?
You have one there?
There's so many.
Oh, I lied.
Just, there's,
Alright.
they're everywhere.
Wow, that's a great... So 1 plus 22 points.
22 points?
Yeah.
The one head, you shoot. The one head that was hanging on to you goes right through it. That head falls down to the ground and lands in front of you, the husk. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Wait, who's right in front of it?
Bubbles
everyone.
and me and him. We're kind of like 3 of us.
The head jumped, like you hit it with the bow. It severs the head. The head falls right down on all of you. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw. As you try to dodge out of the way of the head.
I'm on the other side.
I don't think
I'm
I'm,
gonna-
I don't know.
21.
21?
Enough in that grouping. Am I?
No, it
Where
would
am I?
be
I'm back
one
over
of you
here.
2.
Okay.
Whoever
Yeah, 11.
I'm gonna...
Plus 5.
plus 5 from me
Oh, 16.
Oh, God, that shit still hits.
and a
doesn't it?
20.
And a
I'm
20?
not here.
You're not over there?
Am I?
So
I'm
20?
not.
So us.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, so the 3 managed to get out of the way of the head.
Just a single step.
Y'all.
Is that it for you, Giannis?
Bonus action, I'm going to drink that healing potion.
Did you have that healing potion ready?
Is it not a free action to grab it?
Well, you would have to go in your pack, pull it out. I'll give it to you, because you can go
And
ahead.
everyone else has done literally.
You go right ahead and
Well,
do
I
it.
did it
I
as an
like you
action.
guys.
Or is it a bonus action to be
And is that it for Giannis?
Yes, it
because
is.
it is an action.
Breezy!
15.
That's me. Well, I'm gonna try again. Do the same thing. I'm gonna walk up to it. I'm gonna try and hit it. I hear it's a little easier to hit. Oh, okay. So that's a 28 to hit.
28 does hit. Yeah!
Yeah.
Sneak attack?
Oh yeah.
Yes, do it.
1,
Hit it with the dark side.
4, 5. And then we'll do. Where's my D? Thank you. And then so that's 1D. So 7 plus 5 is 12.
Roll the dice.
Hold, please.
Cast your fireball.
That's so okay. So 12 plus 12, 24, 28, 30, 40.
40?
Yes.
That's
please.
for one attack?
That's for one attack. But the other one doesn't get sneak attack,
stuff.
of course.
Big stuff.
Damage.
All right. And that one is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
All right. And that one just does 5 damage because I don't get the. Wait, no, I'll still get the proficiency bonus, just not my ability modifier.
Yes.
My proficiency bonus. So 9 damage with that
9 damage?
one. Just a little extra. Oh, and then I back it up.
You all dodge out of the way of the head that, like, fell in front of you. And you all look up just in time to see another head. You just see... And standing there is Breezy floating as another head comes plummeting down Give me another dexterity saving throw as you have to dodge the one that Breezy just chopped off.
Perfect.
So sorry about that, guys.
Just trying to speed this along.
16.
23.
16, 23.
Oh.
Dex. Plus
15.
15.
Yeah.
You all dodge out of its way. Its one head mangled up. It snaps down.
We might actually be the monster squad.
At Avi,
Curses yet.
hitting you.
Give me some damage.
And then at the end of my turn, I'd like to back up a little bit again. Come in and out, in and out.
How much?
That is how I built
It should have been like 20 and
That's
20.
same.
Okay.
Yes.
32 points of piercing damage, Avi.
alive, right, bro?
I'm alive. 32.
32.
Now I'm in my element.
Stop hurting my bro.
In and out.
Giggles.
That's her name.
Can I like attack it without knocking any of my friends out?
Absolutely.
Okay, good, because I'm ready to do my massive amounts of attack yet again.
Here she
So,
goes.
yeah, I'm.
It's coming. Get ready.
4 attacks.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, that's good. So that's decent, right? So 15 plus 9 is 24.
18 is what you're looking for this time.
Okay,
Perfect.
so 24.
Is that 2 nat 20s?
So no.
Oh,
those
you
are-
were
those
sick.
are-
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
Oh, but
The dream.
19
That's what I saw.
Nice.
So
Second
hits
one hits.
twice. That's not. Well, that's 14. Yeah. So no. And then my bonus does not hit. So 2 hit.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
1d10 plus 5 2 times.
Yes. 13 and 9.
13 plus 9, 22.
Not too
all.
shabby.
Yeah.
Giggles down below it. Cuts one part of its leg down below it. A leg falls down. Goes to the other side. It begins to collapse. She comes back up and stabs it a little bit, hanging above it. The one head still holding on. Looks directly down at Bubbles.
Mm-hmm. The one head that Giannis cut off, it was a cut, right? Like it was a physical cut. Okay. So we've got 2 that have been just physically
There's one head left.
chopped off. Okay.
Mhm.
Come on, girl. Bring it home.
I've figured this out at this point about what's gonna keep the head stay down.
Mhm.
So sounds silly, but I'm just gonna sacred flame.
Okay.
Cantrip on top of
No, that's smart. Oops.
yeah.
Okay. Is that me rolling it or to resist
No.
or you?
No.
Saving throw.
Yes. Yeah. No. It is. It's a 7. It's a dex saving throw.
And you have a -2.
-2 or disadvantage?
-2. The way it should be disadvantage.
Bubbles. How do you want to do this?
Revenge is so sweet.
With sacred flame.
With a cantrip. What the hell?
What was his health?
I kid you not. We're one away, honey.
Oh my god.
You could have blew in its
Smoke.
direction.
You could have blown it its direction.
Yeah.
So I'm still like stumbling backwards, recovering from being like at 1 hit point, and I'm looking up at this thing. I'm about to cuss, so forgive me. I'm looking at this thing and I go, only I get to kill Yanis, and I. I cast it. I feel like this green sacred flame that I've got going is just like I want it to just like sink down into the open wounds, like just get to the core of his being.
It just it like begins to collapse upon itself as it explodes around you. The green-black ichor, the greenish black ichor just explodes everywhere onto everyone. You're just like surrounded in it as it like starts to vortex around itself. This black darkness begins to just erupt everywhere around the ground. It like seems to seep into it. It starts to infest it. The ground starts to crack. It starts to boil everywhere.
Okay, you can't say I have to pay for the dry cleaning.
The ground is rumbling and
just
crackling
pointed.
all around you
I don't even
all.
have
Where
words,
there
I'm
was
just
darkness in the
breathlessly
cave,
pointing.
an even darker, more disturbing scream erupts as the poisonous blackness is everywhere and starts to rain upon you all.
We must GTFO.
Do I see the birds anywhere?
Indeed.
The birds have
They flew the coop.
flown the coop
How far away would they have?
pretty far.
Is it within 600 feet?
Don't.
Why?
Whatever you're thinking,
Literally, we're
just shut up before I tell him.
Everybody
By
give
your
me a
hands.
Constitution saving throw.
Ugh.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait,
12.
5,
That's fine.
8,
Not for me.
12,
16?
Maybe you should have run towards the group.
12.
12?
12.
I was
12.
doing great over there.
Sally?
I
What
stopped
you got?
ahead. I got a 12.
12?
26.
12.
26?
Oh, what?
So 16 and 3
We
12s?
Yeah.
Ladies.
The ladies who rolled a 12.
All stay up together.
And now I'm dead.
Close one.
If they go down.
The vines wrap around
whoa,
you
whoa,
and
whoa,
begin
whoa.
to tear at you, the darkness trying to suck you towards this hole which has erupted with the Hydra not there anymore. You each take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Oh boy, I'm in pain.
Let's get out of here.
Let's.
Yeah.
I think we can scoot now.
You all jump back in.
Can we take a head?
Huh?
Are the heads still there?
We gotta take the main head.
Like trophy.
You can try.
I would love to try and take a head. Honest, I would.
While they're doing this dumb stuff, can I
we-
just cure wounds real quick on me?
We gotta put it on the bone
the
wagon.
bone wagon?
Okay.
Ah.
I need you
It's
both
our MO.
to give me strength saving throws.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
As you go back towards where the sucking void is pulling everybody in, you two go to run towards it to grab this
If we
head.
get
It's
knocked
a good
out,
roll.
we run.
Oh no!
Mine wasn't the exact number as his, a 19, and then rolled to a 4. But strength, so a 14.
So 14,
Mm-hmm.
your brother is beginning to get sucked towards the void. You see him like kind of like faltering a little
Okay,
bit.
okay, I saved this spell slot for you. I run to him, seeing him not being able to withstand this, and then we fall into the ground as I cast Dimension Door back to the party.
The party, the three of them already like sitting in there, and like you two just kind of like you three, you were like, fuck those guys. Like at this point, you guys are like, you three are like hitting the wet bar. You three are like hitting the wet bar and everything. Giggles handing out like little freaking wet wipes and everything, and like. You know, you're just like hitting the
Excellent
thing
job,
for Wilson to
ladies.
get going, and then all of a
get a
sudden,
wet
just this
wipe the
dimension
size of a
door hits,
Kleenex, and I'm
and they
just like-
land, and Wilson just and you
Thanks.
tear ass through,
Awesome.
I've got my
Well, we
hands in
lived.
this.
and you lived.
We live.
And you wake up the next morning after a long rest
I have spell slots.
Long rest.
Long rest.
I bet
Reset.
that felt good.
and are quietly enjoying your breakfast. And you see off in the distance what looks like a green-haired, purple-haired gnome making Bloody Marys for a group of adventurers about to start their way. And that's where we end our adventure. Thank you all. You all were amazing. This was the epic adventure Swamp of the Hydra. We are the Ocalian Knights. Ryan, go ahead and give another shout out to our sponsors before we go.
All right, we're gonna give one more shout out to our sponsors, Leading Marketing Solutions, who are gonna help us expand and reach more people. By
Yay!
doing, whatever it is you do, David.
Yeah, thank you.
Then we also have Vibranium Comics, who is sponsoring a series of giveaways that we're going to be doing with videos that we're going to be putting up on the channel for the next 3 weeks or so. We're doing the first smallest one that'll be finished giving away, like probably Friday is probably when we'll pick the winner, and then we'll announce it on Facebook, and then we'll get with whoever wins that product, and
A winner.
yeah, a winner. A winner, chicken dinner.
A wiener.
One more time, I'm going to thank our patrons. Zixie, Ryan McDorman, Nicholas Oscar, Greg Wazowski,
And Darian Mosley Wazowski.
yeah, Charles,
So many names.
It's the same.
Charles
Yeah.
Abbott, and
Lot of
the
names.
Derp Man Loper.
Derp!
If we could get a round of applause for our guest, Mr.
Yeah.
The wine witch herself, Nicole!
Thank you. I had so much fun.
Yay.
Way more than I even anticipated. I almost died. I got the killing blow. I couldn't have asked for more.
Crazy. So you did it at the
Always
beginning,
fun.
but go ahead and look at that camera and go ahead and give yourself a plug for your show, which was...
Yeah, so
pop the
I
big one.
have a podcast with my partner Megan, sponsored by and hosted by the Keep Downtown, called Wine with Witches. You can find us on Spotify. We have a Facebook and Instagram as well. Come check us out. We talk about wine. We talk about witchcraft practices. If it's something that you're new to or something that you've just always wanted to kind of learn about, come check us out. We have a lot of fun and we do some events around town as well. So, see you soon.
Hey, wine
And
with
to
witches.
you, Mark, I got your email when we were playing.
Yeah, speaking of the countdown, the Keep Downtown, Mark Saikuda's been with us this whole time.
Right. He asked me to praise Helm on camera, so I have done that only for him and him alone. My arm's been twisted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, sure, of course.
So, some housekeeping for what we got to do. Next week, there's not going to be a session as we are moving studios. David, the producer behind the scenes.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
Yes.
yay, David!
He is going. We are going to be moving the studio downstairs in the building. It's going to be a lot nicer, and we're going to come back
Is it
with.
air conditioned?
Good question. We're going to come back with some new toys to play with. Which I think you guys are going to really enjoy. I think the production level is going to be a lot higher next time. We should...
With more mistakes.
Yes! multiple more mistakes.
Okay. Better equipment, same buffoonery.
Better equipment, same buffoonery.
Excellent.
So we'll have a good time. We'll get the videos for this cut up and uploaded for you guys so that you have content to watch. And stay tuned for those giveaway videos.
Professional players.
Yay! The Hydra's been defeated.